Pacific in 1943, the tide of battle had turned. The American forces, led by the largest navy in history, were preparing to meet the embattled enemy. Millions of men, thousands of ships made ready for this great offensive. And at the island of Taratupa in the heart of the South Pacific, the men of PT Boat 73 under Lieutenant Commander Quentin McHale had more than their share of hazardous mission.
Tanker, what are you feeding this thing? Malted milk? Come on, give me some power. Gruber? Yeah. How's it going?
Lousy.
Well, how's the skipper doing?
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Oh.
Christy! You wait, Paul! You ain't sad enough to go rowing in Central Park!
Hi, Captain.
You think you're pretty smart, don't you?
Me, Captain?
You, Commander. What did you have against Ensign Fotheringay?
Who?
Fotheringay, the young man I sent you to be your new executive officer last week.
Oh, was he the one with the nervous tick?
He didn't have any nervous tick when I sent him over there. Hell, how many ensigns do you think this Navy has? Do you realize that in the last 2 months you've run through 4 of them? Now, do you think that I'm made of ensigns?
I just can't understand it, Captain. We went out of our way to make him feel at home.
Jesse James might feel at home with you and your mob. Bluebeard might. Jack the Ripper might. But ensigns are simple. They're childlike. They're 100% American boys.
Yes, sir.
Now, McHale, I'm going to fix you. I'm going to bring you and your mob back into the Navy. Do you understand that?
Captain, I'm always willing to cooperate.
Yes, sir. Granted, my boy's a little high-spirited.
High-spirited. That's what they said about Mrs. O'Leary's cow before it kicked over the lamp. Cut that out.
Yes.
Remember what I told you and get out of here.
Yes, sir. Oh, Captain, I thought maybe I'd drop by sickbay and say goodbye to Ensign. What's his name?
Oh, no, you don't, McHale. You leave that boy alone. Every time he hears your name, he starts to laugh hysterically. Now get out of here. That's an order.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye, Captain. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That a fly speck on your duty belt, Marine?
I couldn't say, sir.
Don't you know how to polish your helmet?
Tate?
Yes, sir.
That young ensign out there, is that a replacement for what's his name? I mean, Fotheringay?
Yes, sir. Ensign Charles Parker transferred from Guadalcanal.
Marvelous. I want to see him right away with his service record.
Yes, sir.
Ensign Charles Parker reporting aboard, sir.
Well, that's good. That's very good. At ease, mister. I must say I like the way you climbed on that Marine out there. You're one of the arrogant ones, aren't you? That's good. Good, because so am I. Nasty but firm down there where it counts, huh? Yes, mister? I like the cut of your jib.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. There was this little tailor down in San Diego who...
What?
My jib, sir.
Forget your jib. I've got a job for you. I've got a job that will require a disciplinary tiger, a tyrant. Are you a tyrant, mister?
Well, they say I have a savage temper, sir.
Good. Because you're going to need it. Now, here's our position, mister. There's Japs up here. There's Japs over there. There's Japs over there. There's Japs down here. Forget them. Because Here is the Navy's real enemy. Here is McHale, huh? Ah, strikes a chord, doesn't it?
Well, I think I've heard the name, sir, yes.
That man is an absolute renegade. He used to be the captain of a tramp steamer down here before the war. He knew every hideout, every remittance man, every saloon keeper in these islands. So what does Admiral Reynolds go and do? He commissions him. Why, the man is a disgrace.
Admiral Reynolds, sir?
Good heavens, no. McHale. You know what that reprobate was using his boat for last week? Water skiing. Must have burned up $300 worth of Navy fuel.
Well, why do you put up with it, sir?
Well, it just so happens that last week he sank a $3 million Jap destroyer. That's no excuse. No excuse. The man is an undisciplined monster. And his crew. Oh, his crew are a bunch of pirates. Why, I've seen hardened Marines turn pale at the sight of McHale's men.
Well, it's a good thing they're on our side then, isn't it, sir?
Who says they're on our side and don't lean on my desk? That's your job, Parker. That's your job.
Mr. Parker, service record, sir.
Thank you. Yes, Parker, it's going to be a tough job and a dirty one. It's going to be like facing a pride of lions with only a commanding stare for a weapon. But I know that you rammed a destroyer escort into the docks at San Diego while you were still tied up?
Well, now, sir, that wasn't entirely my fault. There was this big wave that came at our ship and we...
You did what to the heavy cruiser Minneapolis?
Well, now, I'd like to explain that one, sir. It was kind of a foggy night, and our windshield
Called
wiper...
in a naval airstrike on a Marine Corps gasoline dump.
They have that in there? Well, now, on that one, sir, when we sighted in, there was this palm tree in our way, and we...
You're not a naval officer, you're a naval disaster. Why, your whole record here reads like an encyclopedia of lost battles.
Oh, well, sir, now, I had very high marks in naval officers' etiquette.
Well, never let it be said that square-rigged Binghamton didn't give even a bumbling idiot another chance. You will have 1 week to bring McHale and his bunch into line. 1 week from today, I will inspect McHale, and if I am displeased, you will receive a transfer to Upper Wolf's Ear, Montana, and a fitness report that will keep you an ensign until the Navy changes back to sail. You understand that?
Yes, sir. What section of the base will I find him in, sir?
McHale on the base? I wouldn't have him contaminate my installation. You'll find him across the bay. 1 week, mister. Remember that.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Say, I don't get it, Groob. Who ever heard of a red crap table? Ain't it supposed to be green?
Makes it too hard to find the money.
Hey, fella, look.
Get lost, baby. We're being raided.
All right, men. I'm Ensign Parker. And...
All right, men. I'm Ensign Parker. I'm the new executive officer here.
All right, you guys. Who flung this ensign in the water?
Well, you see, I actually sort of,
You keep flinging ensigns in the water, you'll clog up my intake valve.
All right, man. I'm warning you, I have a savage temper.
Hold it, okay. Howdy. I'm Quint McHale.
You're Commander McHale?
Just call me Mac.
Mac.
Ensign Charles Parker reporting aboard, sir.
Boy, you sure had a doozy of a time making it.
All right, sailor, what's your name, huh?
Mr. Parker. Come here, Mr. Parker. Why don't you change into some dry duds before you explode? You're liable to start steaming if you don't.
Commander, I'm perfectly aware that you're the commanding officer here. Nevertheless, I'm also a naval officer, and I am second in command here. And it is my duty as a naval officer to see that the men under me look and act like sailors of the United States Navy.
Oh. Well, let me know how you make out, mister.
All right, man, let's go. Roll call, let's get out of the sack. Come on, good brisk workout. Here we go, man. Roll call, let's go. Here we go. Christie, Moss, Gruber. All right, man. Now I'm warning you. I'm going to count 3, and then I'm coming in there to get you. 1, 2.
Where in blue blazes going? Parker, what's all this racket?
Well, sir, it's the men. I tried to get them up, and they fired on me.
Well, I don't blame them. It's only 6 o'clock.
Well, Commander, 0600 in the Navy happens to be reveille. To be perfectly frank, Commander, I'm kind of shocked. The discipline around this place is ridiculous.
Look, Buster, as long as my men do a job when they're on a mission, whatever they do in their free time is okay by me. And that includes shooting ensigns. Now, I'm going to go back to sleep. And if I hear one peep out of you before 10 o'clock brunch, I'm going to take a shot at you myself. And I won't miss. 6 o'clock in the morning.
Ah, hello.
Good afternoon.
Ah, naval officer, splendid. You come from fleet?
Yes, we, Move. Don't move. We've got you covered.
Parker, I warned you.
The enemy's here. They're here. They're surrounded. We're all around the place.
Some kind of lunatic?
Oh, I guess we forgot to tell them about Fuji, fellas.
Yeah, always some 8-ball who never gets aboard.
You're talking to him, sir? He's Japanese. He's the enemy, sir.
He's not the enemy. Look, it's all very simple. Fuji went over the hill. We found him back in the jungle, so we gave him a home.
A home? He belongs at a PW camp.
Oh, no, you don't. A great cook like Fuji, he's ours, and finders keepers.
And don't you dare tell Binghamton we got him here, either. All right, fellas, you can all go back to sleep now.
Parker.
You about ready to come off it yet?
Commander, I have my duty to do.
Wise up, son. You're not in Binghamton's Navy anymore. You're among friends.
Captain Binghamton happens to be a splendid, efficient, experienced officer.
Captain Binghamton happens to be the ex-editor of Atlantic Yachting Magazine. He ran a yacht club on Long Island Sound and... Ah, why bother? Look. Just let me warn you, son. These waters are full of reefs. And it's not safe to carry too full a head of steam.
Gee, I love that kind of talk.
Good night, Mr. Parker.
All right, let's police up this area. I want this place looking shipshape.
Oh, it's rugged out there.
You know what they say about war.
All right.
Did you finish your reconnaissance patrol?
Got it all right here.
Okay, report.
One case of scotch for Binghamton coming in by PBY from Melbourne tomorrow. 3 more nurses due to report to the hospital Friday.
Well?
And, save the juiciest tidbit for last. It's going to be an inspection Saturday.
What inspection?
The one that's going to hang Chicken Parker.
All right, come on, give out.
Well, I got a direct from the underground. Binghamton gave Parker until Saturday to put a leash on us, or he gets the worst transfer in naval history, exceeded in unpleasantness only by his fitness report.
Well, how about that? Parker never said one word about it.
What's to say? Come Saturday, he's dead. Who can wait?
That boy could have come crawling to me for help, but he didn't. On my soul, I think we got one of them strong, silent types among us.
Well, he'll be silent all right when they haul him off in his regulation coffin. Hey, see you, Skip. Got a game started.
All right, Gruber, what's all this? Brother, what's all this?
Breaking a new crafts layout I just painted. Nifty, ain't it?
Well, unpaint it. This ain't no casino, it's a PT boat.
Well, gee, Skipper, don't get mad. I'll give you the first roll.
Take it out. That's an order.
Right. And you, Willie, I want you to get rid of that still.
Oh,
Virgil, no more of those native cuties on board. From now on, boys, we're going by the book. Strictly regulation.
What for? Holy smoke, it's over just like Parker.
Got a bearing?
Cut it out, you crumbs. I'm not bucking for full commander. We're just gonna help a kid who I think has plenty of moxie.
Moxie? Parker?
He's a chicken.
Look, if we goof it up on Saturday, Binghamton's gonna railroad him. Now, did he come looking to us for help? No. I think he deserves it, don't you? Besides, if we can throw Binghamton a curve. Only one more thing. Fuji, you gotta go, boy.
Skipper. Oh, no, Commander, please. Please not send this boy to camp.
Not, Fuji. But you gotta hightail it back into the hills, boy. If Binghamton finds you here, he'll not only send you to the PW camp, he'll send us.
You can't do that, Skipper. He's afraid there might be Japs back there.
Also scales, handcrabs, and riddles.
Ah, no, Fuji. Lizards can't hurt you. Besides, it won't be long. You'll be able to come back on Saturday. Okay? Okay, boy. All right, you guys. From now on, this here's a military outfit. Now, when Parker says jump, I want to see plenty of heels and elbows. You get it? For 1 week, we're going to join the Navy. Now, turn two, huh?
Men, I'd like to begin our little weapons class with a review of the nomenclature. This is the .50 caliber machine gun. The important thing to remember, gentlemen, is that this machine gun will fire over, right here. Fire over 306,762 bullets per minute. Now, men, that's a lot of bullets. That is a lot of bullets. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Correction there. That's the patent number. Well, the important thing to remember is that it does fire a lot of bullets. I suppose a lot of you will want to take notes. Now, let's take a look at another part over here. This is the bolt handle. Now, when we cock it back like this, our ammunition is loaded. Then we push... suppose we dismiss the class for a while.
Impossible. McHale, what are you trying to pull?
Well, sir, I'm not admitting my men are sloppy, but I must admit Ensign Parker has a certain way of getting things done, sir.
You can tell me, McHale, did he use a gun?
Captain Binghamton, my men happen to be members of the United States Navy.
Well, if that's true, it's the best news the Japanese Navy ever had. Cut that out. Well, Commander, I must say, I never expected to see your boat and your crew looking like this. The rest of your installation is just half as shipshape as this. Well, we'll see. At ease, men.
At ease, men.
Be quiet. You've done an amazing job here, a remarkable job, if I may say so. McHale, I want to see the rest of your installation. Where's your supply hut?
Well, it's right over,
Oh, well, let's
funny. It was over there just a little while ago, sir.
What's the matter with you? The building right there says supply hat on it. Oh? McHale, what's in that shack?
Oh, what shack is that, sir?
Supply hat. Uh-huh. That's where the body's buried, huh?
We had a case of cholera in there last week, Captain. We're fixing to burn it.
Commander, I don't understand. Our supplies are in wonderful shape.
Oh, yeah. Jim Dandy. You know who's in there? Fuji.
What is that? McHale, who the devil is he?
Well, this is, Chief, Lilolani. Nani. Mani. Is that right, mister?
Yes, that's right. Old Chief Lina Lani Mani. I call him Shorty for short.
So, hello, Captain Sam.
What'd he say? That sounded Japanese to me. Why, this man is a Jap.
Who, him? Japanese? Well, that's a riot.
Hell, I don't know what you're trying to pull, but this man is a Jap.
Oh?
Why, compared to him, Tojo looks like a Swede. Cut it out.
The chief here's a native of Taratupa, and, well, he's our scout. Isn't that right, Lilolani?
Oh, sure. Simple child of nature.
Yes. You see, we were training him to be a spy, passing him off as a nip. But we weren't sure we were successful. But if he fooled you, Captain, oh, boy.
How come he looks so Japanese?
Pardon me, Commander. I hate to interrupt the inspection, but it is 10 o'clock. Time for the men's gunnery class.
Gunnery?
Yes, sir. Gunnery.
McHale, I don't understand this. You and your men have been in combat?
Of course, sir. But it was awful. We were shooting without knowing what we were shooting.
Well, it's a little unusual during an inspection, but gunnery...
Well, you see, sir, the men have learned so much from Mr. Parker that, well, they just can't seem to get enough, sir.
Really? Well, this I've got to see, by all means.
Oh,
Let's have the class.
Fine.
How'd you work, Chief? Parker, you've done a remarkable job here. Aside from that little accident with the machine gun bolt, everything went perfect.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
You can forget about that little transfer that I mentioned to you. From now on, you're McHale's executive officer. That may or may not be a reward. Carry on.
Bye, Captain.
Sayonara. Sayonara. Sayonara.
Hey, Chuck, how are you? Come on in, have a drink.
Oh, well, I don't want to interrupt anything, sir, but it is 4 minutes to 10.
By golly, that's right. Very good.
Oh, no, what I mean, sir, is that at 10 o'clock we have lights out.
That means we got 4 minutes to live.
Come on in, Chuck. You're among friends, really.
No, really.
Come on, this is good stuff, Mr. Parker. It's been aging all afternoon.
No, really.
No, why not?
Well, you see, sir, I already brushed my teeth.
Welcome aboard, Mr. Parker. Welcome aboard.
Thanks, honey.
Lieutenant, honey.
Come on, move, Chuck.
Isn't she lovely?
Yeah, I got a feeling business is going to be picking up on sick call.
You know, she reminds me of a pom-pom girl I knew once in college.
Next.
All right, now who's next here? Come on, step up. Quickly, people, quickly.
You're next, Ensign.
Oh. Welcome aboard, Lieutenant.
Thank you, Mr.
Sorry, Parker.
Ensign, sorry, Parker.
Oh, no. I'm not sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. I got you confused, but I'm not sorry. I'm Charles. Charles Malcolm Parker. Boy, you sure have a delicate touch. I didn't feel a thing.
I haven't done it yet, Ensign.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, look great there, Charles Malcolm. Hi, Chuck.
Hi, Skip. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Boy, it must be the humidity in here. Say, isn't she lovely?
Well, I tell you this. I'd like to have her on my side in a hand-to-hand combat.
Say, you know, Skip, I was thinking. Of course, now, if you don't like the idea, just say so, but could I ask her over to the base for dinner?
Well, isn't she a little high in the hull for you, Chuck?
You know, I bet she'd get kind of a kick out of seeing how frontline fighting men live. You know, what do you mean, too tall? I'm 5'7".
Well, you go ahead and ask her then.
Yeah, well, maybe she is too tall.
No, come on. Now you go ask her. Now, go ahead. That's an order.
Well, all right. Aye, aye, sir.
Why didn't I just...
Lieutenant, Ensign Parker would like to know if you'd care to have dinner with us tonight at our base.
Oh, I'd be delighted, Commander.
Good.
Good. Boy, she was even better the second time.
Get this one. There's a full moon out tonight. That'll help. At least it'll make him throw a longer shadow, make him look taller.
Say, how come Mr. Parker didn't pick out someone his own size? At least he'd have a fighting chance.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You just gave me an idea. Wait.
There. You're not going to operate on him with that, are you?
No, I'm going to work on his girlfriend. Timber! I'm going to create an illusion.
Oh, like I used to do in vaudeville. You're going to saw her in half.
No, I'm going to bring her down to Charlie's size. Hold on. One.
Skipper-san!
Yeah?
Fuji quit!
What now?
How I make teriyaki with no shrimp? I need shrimp!
Don't we have any kind of fish?
I got some private stock. A jog of filter fish Mom sent. Well, I'd be glad to.
Beauty fish?
Yeah. What kind of a barbarian are you? You never heard of it.
Filter fish?
It's an American delicacy caught off the coast of Flatbush, Fuji.
Oh, filter fish! Very good.
I'll get it.
Okay. And make it fast, will you, Fuji? They'll be here quickly. There's another one here. Here, there. Climb up out of there. Now. All right, try that one over there. Oh, perfect.
Excuse me, Skip. Didn't mean to break anything up.
Ah, come on.
Figured maybe this would liven up the party a mite. My homemade 100-proof branded peaches.
Oh, man, these got to be the happiest peaches in town. I got a hunch that right after dessert, Charlie's going to look 10 feet taller than the lady. Much obliged, Willie.
Sure thing.
Here they come now, Skip.
Oh, hey, you guys, come here, quick. Come here. Now, look, we got to help Charlie as much as we can, right?
What else can we do, Skip?
Well, for one thing, don't stand so tall. Slump a little bit, slump. Not you. Yeah, that's right. That's good. All right. Proud of you, men. Well. Welcome ashore, Lieutenant.
Thank you.
Trust you had a pleasant voyage.
Yes, it was very exciting. Mr. Parker thought he sighted a Jap sub.
Yes.
Oh?
Well, Lieutenant, I guess you've met the rest of the crew.
Yes, I have.
All right, now, straighten up, boys. I told Lieutenant this is a proud outfit. Now, don't make a liar out of your executive office. Well, dismissed. They have a lot of work to do.
Lieutenant, wouldn't you care to sit down?
Oh, here, Skipper. Allow me. Right over here.
Charlie, I think the lieutenant would be more comfortable over here.
Skip, you forgot the moon. It would be right in her eyes. Over here, Lieutenant. Skip, you're the commanding officer, head of the table.
Oh, yeah. All right.
He gets so darn excited when we have girls around it. Oh, boy,
the ground is very soft, you know. Monsoons. Have you had any interesting patients lately?
Not really. Things are a little more challenging over on Vella La Valla.
The rest camp.
I was assisting the chief psychiatrist with battle fatigue cases. I'm fascinated with the subject. But the Navy pulled me off and sent me here.
Oh, isn't that the way with the Navy? You know, I had a heck of a time getting transferred to a frontline outfit myself.
Yes, I imagine you did.
Yeah, but don't let the size fool you. He's a giant in action.
Oh, now let's not bore Lieutenant with my war record.
This is delicious.
Genuine teriyaki.
Do you know, this is a very authentic flavor, except for, gefilte fish?
You know, speaking of fish, brings to mind Rengoa. You know, Skip and I were there, and there was this Jap sub base.
Peaches? I haven't seen peaches in 6 months.
Well, you can have your fill tonight. You better open them, Chuck. You're stronger than I am.
Certainly. Actually, it's not a matter of strength. It's just leverage. Same principle as judo. Just use the object itself as leverage, and then twist it with the wrist. You're right off. Thanks, Skip. Sometimes the rubber suction cup will stick out.
May I try?
Oh, it's probably a little rust in the top of the...
Well, you loosened it for me.
Chuck, don't you think you've had about enough?
Don't worry about me. I can hold my peaches. Reflexes never affected my alcohol. Cool.
Well, I hate to say it, but I better get back to the base. I'm on duty in an hour.
Well, let's have one more for the road.
They were great, but I couldn't. Thank you.
You know, speaking of great, reminds me of Alexander the Great. Did you know that he was only 5'2"? Yeah, little runts, all of them. Napoleon, Toulouse-Lautrec, Davy Crockett.
Davy Crockett? I thought he was 6 feet tall.
Oh, well, no, in Texas, that's short.
Oh, of course. Well, good night, Quentin, and thank you for a delightful evening.
Perfectly all right. Come again anytime, Case.
I'd love to.
And what about Mickey Rooney? How about Julius Caesar? He did all right with Cleopatra for a little fellow. Ma'am? I said, I'll help you. So I told him, Kate. Save yourself!
having decent cars, and all of a sudden I get beat out. Everything, right at the
Hi,
top.
Skip.
Hi.
Ante up.
How's little boy Blue?
Blue is the word.
Poor little fella.
Hey, can that word little, will you? Hey, look, fellas. If Charlie was wounded, we'd give him sulfur, wouldn't we? Sure we would. Well, now that he's a casualty over here, it's up to us to take care of him, right?
With sulfur?
Oh, with a tall drink of water named Casey Brown. If he wants, he ought to have her.
Oh, she's a tough objective, Skip.
So is Mount Surajima's tough objective.
She's taller.
Yeah, but the taller they are, remember? Now, look, number one, what is a nurse's weak spot?
Sick people.
Right. So Mr. Parker's sick and we take him to the hospital.
Hey, how about we shoot him in the leg and say he got it in action? A limp can be very romantic.
Nah.
Hey, let's give Charlie a disease.
Now that's my way of thinking. Go ahead.
Malaria.
Nah, everybody in the hospital got malaria. It wouldn't stand out.
Amnesia. I once saw a picture where Ronald Coleman and he had...
Hey, battle fatigue. That's it. Casey's been studying it. She's crazy about it. She'd love him with battle fatigue. Now, look, we've all known the guys with jungle jollies, right? What were the symptoms?
Their nerves are shot. Yeah, and they lose their heads at any itty-bitty noise.
They lose their memory. I once knew a guy couldn't even remember his own name, and his name was John Smith.
Gentlemen, I am pleased to announce that Mr. Parker will shortly come down with a beautiful case of battle fatigue.
But, Skipper, Mr. Parker's too Navy. He'd never go for a scheme like that.
So who's going to tell him? Huh?
Hey, Fuji, here comes Parker. You got his cup ready?
Ah, sir. Fuji used whole quarter-pound of butter on the handle. Next time, I'm gonna switch to lower price spread.
Coffee, Mr. Parker?
Oh, thanks.
What's the matter, Chuck? Losing your grip?
I don't know. No, that's the third time today that's happened.
No, it's the fifth time. But quit worrying. What's a little temporary loss of coordination?
Here they are, Mr. Parker.
Oh. What they?
There's these ping pong balls. I counted them like you asked. 36 dozen, 432 exactly.
Now, what would I do with 36 dozen ping pong balls?
That's what I asked you this morning when you sent me the supply form.
Are you kidding?
That's what Brownson over at Supply said. His eyebrows still haven't come down.
I got him, Mr. Parker. I had a tough time, but I got him. You want a sign from?
Yeah, for what?
The 8 propeller shafts you ordered.
Oh, yeah. 8 propeller shafts? Are you flipped?
There now, Chuck. A little temporary loss of memory can happen to any sensitive man under pressure. It's when your nerves start going that you got trouble, boy. What time you got?
7 seconds to 3.
5, 4, 3, 2, light it.
Battle station!
You hear what, Chuck?
What do you mean you hear what, Chuck? You guys deaf?
What'd it sound like to you?
What did it sound like? Like a boom!
Chuck. What's the gag?
That's what I'd like to know.
Look, Chuck, if you've been studying up on battle fatigue, it's not going to work, buddy.
I don't have battle fatigue. I didn't hear that either. Well, here we all are again. Oh, say, Skip, get me to the hospital.
Hey, did you hear that?
What?
That sounded distant gunfire.
That was only me fluffing your pillows.
Oh, noisy feathers. Hey, Skip, tell me about Maracura again.
Again, Chuck? I've already told you 3 times.
Yeah, but I don't remember any of it.
Huh? Oh, okay. Well,
We were sent to Maracura to harass and observe the Japs. And I needed a volunteer for a special reconnaissance mission. So without hesitation, you stepped forward and said, let me go, Chief. Well, I tried to talk you out of it, but like always, I just couldn't. So, armed only with a pistol, you walked into the jungle. Suddenly you felt the cold barrel of a Jap machine gun up against your neck. You froze. Then you whirled. And whack! Whack! And you had them on their back screaming for mercy. 3 against 1. You were magnificent.
I must have been. I only wish I could remember it. Hey, Skipper, tell me again, will you?
Oh, well.
4 times is enough for one day. Now you go to sleep.
Yeah. Ace, you've been through heck. Try to forget it, buddy.
Yeah, but what's the use of being a hero if you're so fuzzy on the details?
Well, you'll make it, Ace. See you, boy. Let's see. Oh, Chuck, darling, if you were here to fold me in your arms and let me snuggle my little head against your tall chest, I would...
Oh, come on, Skip, give me a break. I can't write a love letter with someone peeking over my shoulder.
I'm sorry, Verge. How you doing, Willie?
Well, so far I've got dearest Cherry. That's French for boyfriend, ain't it?
That's close enough. Go on.
Well, that's as far as I got. That's all the French I know except bon voyage and lingerie, and I can't figure out how to work both of them into a sentence.
Keep trying, boy. Keep trying. You know what we got to do, man, is to make our man look like a cross between... Hey, that's beautiful, Fuji. Look at this, fellas. In Japanese, no less. Great, Fuji. We got to make him look like a cross between Rudolph Valentino and Jack the Giant Killer.
Jack the Giant Killer?
Sure.
Oh, maybe Mr. Parker won't look so short lying down, huh?
How's this, Skipper?
Yeah, let's see. Hey, Verge. Lover boy, listen to this. My own darling beloved, no more shall my eyes drink the sight of you like wine, nor with a look that is a kiss follow the sweet grace of you. Farewell, my treasure, my love. I am never away from you. In another world, I shall still be the one who loves you beyond measure. Signed, your pen pal, Roxanne.
Oh, that's pretty good, Tink.
Pretty good, nothing. That's perfect. Cyrano de Bergerac, Act 5, Scene 3.
Yes, sir, Chuck, just great. Great! Another couple of weeks under Casey's care and you'll be your old fighting self again. And look at all the mail you got. Did he show you any of the letters been pouring in lately?
Well, Ensign Parker says there must be some mistake. He doesn't know any of these people.
Ah, the poor kid. Still draws a blank, huh? Even to his love life. Maybe I can help remember his days of glory. Hey, look at this. A Hollywood postmark. I'll bet it's from Marlena Dietrich, Chuck. No, hers come in lavender. No, this smells more like Betty Grable. Orange blossomy kind of. Wouldn't you say?
Smells to me like men's aftershave lotion.
Well, we're both wrong. It's from Rita. Rita Hayworth, Chuck. Remember that Saturday night in San Diego?
Yeah, she entertained the fleet from a flat top.
Yeah, well, she hasn't forgotten you, buddy. Listen to this. Dearest Charles, showbiz doesn't seem the same without you. Why don't you write?
You know, I don't understand. I was way up in the crow's nest, and I just whistled at her a little. I didn't even think she noticed me.
Hey, look at this. From the girl next door, Troy, New York.
I live in Schenectady.
Well, she moved. Want me to read it to you, buddy?
Oh, no thanks, Skip.
Ah, you're right. I shouldn't be reading this. It's much too personal. Look, why don't I just step outside and let Casey read it to you? I know she knows how much it'll do for your morale, buddy. Right. Stay with him, Ace.
You know, I didn't want to say anything while the skipper was here, Lieutenant, but is battle fatigue contagious? He's been acting awful strange lately.
Who hasn't? You want me to read this to you?
All right. But before you start, I want to say one thing. There's nothing between me and this girl. Honest.
But you don't even know who it's from yet.
Doesn't make any difference. There was never anything between me and any girl.
My own dearly beloved, no more shall my eyes drink the sight of you like wine, nor with a look that is a kiss follow the sweet grace of you. Farewell, my treasure, my love. I am never away from you. In another world, I shall still be the one who loves you beyond measure. Signed, your pen pal, Roxanne.
You got a tissue? What crazy kid writes a gutsy letter? I only wish I could remember her.
Him.
Him? You mean Roxanne's a him?
Mm-hmm. Edmond Rostand. Cyrano de Bergerac, Act 5, Scene 3.
Cyrano de Bergerac? Hey, wasn't he the guy who had the idea that he was so ugly because he had a big, long, hideous nose?
That's right.
Yeah. And he and another guy were in love with the same woman. And Cyrano wrote beautiful love letters to her so that she'd fall in love with him even though it was breaking his own heart. Huh. Well, two can play at that game. Casey, I've got a confession to make. Quentin loves you.
Commander McHale? Well, but he can.
Ha! Had me fooled at first, too. Him forcing me to ask you at the dinner, and then plying me with those brandy peaches to get me out of the way. Ha!
But he can't be.
Then pretending all those battles fatigued me. Was just a cover, so he could get me in here and be near you.
Ensign Parker, he can't be in love with me. I'm already married.
Ha! Casey, you and I know that you're in love with me. But in all fairness, What do you mean you're already married?
My husband is a pilot in the Transport Command.
Well, then what's the big idea leading McHale on?
Now, don't forget our party. Bye-bye, baby.
Hey, Skipper, wait a minute.
Hey, what are you doing out of bed?
Oh, I wouldn't stay in this hospital another minute with that two-timing Jezebel. Skipper, you gotta forget her. She's not for you.
What are you talking about?
You're in love with a married woman.
Oh?
Don't worry, Skip. There are plenty other fish in the ocean. And somewhere out there's a woman who'll love you for what you are. In spite of your nose.
Two weeks of rest and recreation in Sydney, Australia. Chucky boy, you really got it made.
Well, I'm sorry, Skipper. I feel like a rat, but orders are orders.
Well, you can't argue with the medics, so have a ball. But look, whatever you do, pick on a girl your own size, will you?
Here I am, Mr. Parker, reporting for duty, sir. Shall I carry your bag to Sydney? I mean the boat, as ordered?
I didn't order you to do that.
You didn't? I could have sworn. I must be losing my memory.
Your gig is ready, Mr. Cartmeyer.
Mr. Cartmeyer? Ah, look, you little weasel. You know his name is Parker and...
Hey!
I'm sorry, Carpenter. I'd like to throw this trip your way, but I've got direct orders from the admiral. Send McHale.
But, sir, I don't get it. Our boat has had an excellent record, and McHale... Why, you won't even let him and that gang of wild men moor on the base.
The admiral wants to reward him for tracking down that Jap sub.
But, Captain, we both know very well that McHale would never have spotted that sub if he hadn't been out on a moonlight cruise with those nurses.
No. It seems the admiral only judges by results.
Hi, Captain. Lieutenant Commander McHale reporting, sir. Hi, copy.
Nice of you to show up, McHale.
Oh, well, I'm sorry I'm late, sir. But I thought I'd grab a shave first. I've been on duty all night, sir.
I know. I hear it was quite a poker game.
Oh, it was a son of a gun, sir. Cop, you should have been there. Had 3 aces.
McHale, you know why I sent for you?
Well, frankly, no, sir.
I'm sending you to New Caledonia with the monthly reports.
New Caledonia? Oh, thanks, Captain. Wine, women, and hot showers. My boys can sure use a little of each.
Don't thank me, McHale. If I had my way, you'd be out in Tokyo Bay polishing mines. Oh, it was Admiral Reynolds' idea.
Just what do you have on the Admiral anyway?
Well, I guess he just recognizes talent. I'll be running along, Captain. Copy. I'll squeeze a redhead just for you. Bye-bye. Bye, Captain.
Cheer up, Carpenter. They can always run into a typhoon.
Here comes Skipper.
Okay, Virgil. Now you're gonna get it.
Okay, Coxswain, thank you. Hey, you guys, have I got some great news for you. Hey, where's the boat? Getting refueled?
Well, sir, not exactly.
You tell us your news and we'll tell you ours.
Well, tourists, as fast as you can get your fancy skivvies packed, we're going on a little vacation cruise to New Caledonia. I don't get it. I thought you guys would be going out of your heads.
I'm afraid we're not going to New Caledonia, sir.
What are you talking about?
Because of him. Go on, lover boy. Tell him. Tell him why we're not going anyplace.
Yeah, tell me.
I lost the boat. I lost the boat.
All right, you guys, come on. What's the game?
He's telling the truth, sir. He lost the boat.
Look, I'm not talking about our little tiny rubber boat, huh? I'm talking about our great big PT boat. The one with the big 7-3 on it.
I lost it.
How could you lose a boat? When? Where? You were gambling. They're shooting craps or something.
No, it was unavoidable. You know how a person loses something? I put it someplace, and then when I went back to get it, I just couldn't find it.
It happens to be 70 feet long and weighs 30 tons.
Go on, Hot Lips. Better tell them the whole story.
Well, last night I was feeling kind of restless, you know? So I borrowed the boat, and I took a little ride over to the native village. And I talked the chief's daughter into going out for a little spin.
Now, that's strictly against regulations. Inviting civilian personnel aboard ship without the proper...
Look, everything we do is against regulations, so let's not hold that against them. All right. Come on.
After a while, I parked the boat, and I went into the jungle for a little walk. Well, Skipper, you know how the jungle is in the middle of the night.
How is the jungle in the middle of the night?
Well, it's dark. And pretty soon I couldn't find my way back. When we finally found the path back to a village, we took it. And that's how I lost the boat.
And then that's how it happened? I always felt it just wasn't too easy to lose a PT boat.
Oh, no, Skipper, it wasn't easy at all. Why, the mosquitoes and that...
Look, you run down, you! I'm gonna give it to you loud and clear. You're gonna go back to that village. You're gonna roust them all out. Third degree, that doll, anything. But you don't come back here without that boat. Tinker, you go with them. And make it fast. Now get going.
Boy, this camouflage was a great idea, Skipper.
Yeah, if any of the brass comes nosing around, they won't know we're pedestrians.
Hey, Skipper, when are those guys gonna get back?
I don't know. But if Binghamton gets wind of this, he'll hang us by our thumbs from the highest radar mast. Oh, no. Leave it to Binghamton to smell trouble at 6,000 yards.
We're like short thumbs anyway.
Fuji, get lost. Quick. Cover him. That's all the old man has to find out is we got our own private PW. Act nonchalant like nothing's wrong. That's it. Go and stand by the netting, then. That's it. Let's hope he doesn't go poking around. Chatter it up. Chatter it up. Boy, New Caledonia. Here we come. Should be a blast, eh, Mr. Parker?
Yes. Real blast. Hi, Captain.
Hi, McHale. You still here?
Yes, sir. Just making some last-minute preparations, sir.
Well, I don't understand this. I was out on an inspection tour. I thought you'd be halfway to New Caledonia.
Oh?
Hey, you know, that's quite a job of camouflage you've got there.
Well, yes, sir. That's right, sir. If there's one thing we pride ourselves in, sir, it's our camouflage, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very proud of our camouflage. Really?
Yeah, you can hardly tell you got a boat in there at all. Where are your supplies, your gear? You don't seem to be in any hurry to get underway.
Well, we sort of hate to leave, sir. This place will become like a second home to us.
That's right, Captain. We love it here.
Yeah, that's right, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, McHale, I really must say, this is the most amazing job of camouflage that I've ever seen in all my years in the service.
Oh?
Oh, you can hardly tell that there's it. McHale, your boat, it isn't there? No.
I mean, it isn't. Of course it isn't, sir. Two of my men have it up for repairs, sir. Yes, sir.
Repairs? Oh. Well, then you're in trouble.
Oh?
You know there's a regulation against taking a boat out without a commissioned officer aboard?
I beg your pardon, sir, but I believe the Commander McHale was acting within his proper authority. Oh, yes. You see, in the case of an emergency...
Shut up. Now, since you bring it up, mister, what is this emergency that you referred to?
Oh, well, the emergency. You remember... You don't... Well, sir, you see, there were a couple of spark plugs missing. Spark plugs.
Spark plugs, that's right, sir. Spark plugs.
Do you consider that to be an emergency?
Well, now, sir, there were other things missing.
That's right, the cane in the wheel.
Now out with it, McHale, and this time you'd better make it good.
Well, the truth of the matter is, sir, that, we decided we don't feel like going to New Caledonia, sir. Yes, Carpenter and the 116 need the rest more than we do, sir.
We're happy, sir. We're all happy.
Not accepted, McHale. Negative. No, I want the truth. I want the whole absolute Sunday school truth, and I'm not going to leave here until I get it. Now, what happened to your boat?
We lost it.
Oh, McHale, for a minute there, I thought you said you lost your boat. You said it, didn't you? I see. How did it happen, McHale? Was it an air raid? Maybe it was a Japanese convoy, Oh, no, I'll bet it was a German submarine.
No, sir. No, sir, not in combat. We just lost it. We put it someplace and we couldn't find it.
Well, you just managed to get yourself kicked out of the Navy, McHale. Oh? You're through. Through! And your men are through. Oh, I'm gonna break this crew of yours so far apart that they'll never be heard from again. And you, McHale, you are gonna be back on that broken down old tub of yours trading coconuts with the natives. Mr. Parker, he's in your custody, and I want to see him in my office in 1 hour. And you can tell former Lieutenant Commander McHale that he can save himself a lot of time by starting to pack now.
Former Lieutenant Commander McHale, you can save yourself a lot of time.
Oh, shut up.
Skipper, don't let Binghamton push you around.
When Virgil shows up with the boat, we'll send you a flash.
Stall the captain as long as you can. We'll be rooting for you.
So long, Skipper.
So long, Skip.
Bye.
Boy, the Navy sure is chicken. Making such a fuss about one lousy PT boat.
It's awfully shame. We got plenty of PT boats out there.
Yeah, but none of them are ours.
Hey, fellas, what's the difference between any of those other PTs and ours?
Ours carries beer cans and a #2 torpedo tube.
Tinker keep his comic books in armor case.
Willie, if we had a boat, could you paint the number 73 on it?
Oh, sure. I know the whole alphabet.
I mean, if this boat already had a different number on it, could you sort of,
Brilliant, Group. Brilliant.
Hey, do you think it'll work?
Oh, it's got to. I'd never last on submarine duty. I like to sleep with the windows open.
Chuck, you're an expert on regulations. Just exactly what can Binghamton do to me?
Well, I don't know, sir. They've never written a regulation for misplacing a boat. But there are other statutes that apply.
Huh?
Sure. There's negligence and conduct unbecoming an officer. And dereliction of duty.
Okay. In other words, the old goat has enough on me to get me kicked out of the Navy.
Not necessarily. No, sir, I'm sure he wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't?
No, sir. There's a matter of restitution.
Restitution?
Yes, sir. You see, since the boat was lost outside of the line of duty, but still under your command, you're obliged to pay for it.
Oh, no! Get Lieutenant Carpenter over here right away.
Yes, sir.
Parker, I want you in my office. I'm going to need some statements from you on those forms.
Yes, sir.
Oh, McHale, I've got some forms that you never even heard of. I'm really going to make this one stick.
Oh?
Commander, Gruber says to tell you that PT Boat 73 is ready and that we can leave for New Caledonia at a moment's notice, whenever you're ready, sir.
Oh, hey, you found the boat? Christy, I could kiss you. Where was it? What happened?
Gruber says to tell you that the boat was never really lost, sir. It was over at maintenance. And, well, sir, we just forgot to tell you.
Maintenance, but Virgil said that, You mean there's a boat out there now? A PT boat that belongs to us? PT 73?
That's right, sir. PT Boat 73 is ready to stand inspection. Anyone's inspection.
Well, Christy, tell the men I'm proud of them. And tell them to stand by while I straighten out a few things in the office. With Captain Bligh.
Come in. Captain? Oh, it's you, McHale. I thought I was Carpenter. You wait outside until I'm through with these forms. I want to be sure that I close every loophole.
Loopholes about what, sir?
You know darn well about what. Oh, I'm enjoying this, McHale. I'm enjoying this more than our last 3 USO shows combined. Oh?
Captain, I have some very good news for you. My boat wasn't really lost. It was just a misunderstanding, sir.
Well, you can tell all that to the court-martial board whenever they get. How do you mean it wasn't really lost?
Well, sir, my men just forgot to tell me. The machinist mate had it over at maintenance, sir.
Are you trying to tell me that you found your boat?
Yes, sir. All ship-shape and ready to go.
Yippee! Sir?
McHale, there's something fishy here.
No, sir. Nothing fishy at all. Just human error. Sorry to put you in all this trouble, sir.
Do you want me to tear up these forms, sir?
Definitely not! I want those forms filed away. I'll get to use them yet.
Well, then, sir, if everything's under control, we'll be on our way to New Caledonia.
Oh, no, you won't. You think I've taken leave of my senses? Carpenter and the 116 are going to New Caledonia.
Oh, Captain!
You're lucky you and your mob of hooligans aren't going to the brig. Lieutenant Carpenter out there yet?
Yes, sir, he's here.
Send him in. New Caledonia, indeed. Why, you're not even in the same league with Carpenter. In my book, he's real Navy.
Lieutenant Carpenter reporting as ordered, sir.
Huh? Carpenter, I've got good news for you. There's been a change in plans. McHale is not going to New Caledonia with the monthly reports. You are.
Me, sir?
Yes, you. What's the matter with you? Don't you want to go to New Caledonia?
Yes, very much, sir, but I'm afraid we won't be able to.
You won't be able to? Why the devil not?
We lost our boat.
You lost your boat?
Yes, sir, a little while ago. I can't understand how it could have happened, sir.
Why don't you ask McHale? He lost his boat, too.
Well, we found ours, sir. When? Just a little while ago.
What am I running here? Get out of my way. Is this a Navy or is this a lost and found department? I could just scream. What am I going to do with you?
Well, you already have the forms made out, sir. Why don't you just,
We're moving along, mister. Can't you see the captain's busy? If you want us, sir, we'll be down by our boat, sir. Yes, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Bye.
Pick up those forms.
Dirty up that bridge a little more. Ours never looked that clean. Well, how are we coming?
Ah, great. It looked just like the old 73.
Willie, how's the paint?
Let's dry.
Atta boy. Uh-oh. Here come some officers. Keep alert, men. Look sloppy.
But the skipper.
I didn't recognize him in the Sunday go-to-meeting duds.
You guys, why'd you grab Carpenter's boat?
Beggars can't be choosers. You never saw a tug that was so GI. Shoot.
Well, at least it bought us a little time. Dry, huh?
Yeah, blew on with an acetylene torch.
Oh, good. Because I have a sneaky hunch that Binghamton will be by any second to check us out.
Oh, holy cow, Skipper. Look!
Oh, no, now we got two of them.
Get out of here! Get away! Skipper, we found the boat!
Hey, look, we got it, we got it.
Don't lose it again.
Lose it? What are you talking about?
You chowderheads, can't you see? We got twins.
Boys, if the captain finds us, we're dead.
Get this crummy boat out of
But
here.
it's not boat, the 73.
From now on, it's a 116. Start painting and get it out of here.
Yeah, well, what do you want us to do with it, Skipper?
I don't care. Just go dump it somewhere. Anywhere. Just dump it before Binghamton spots it. Get out of here. Go on. Go. Come on.
Begging your pardon, sir, but have you given any thought to the coincidence involved here?
Coincidence?
Yes, sir. We seem to have lost our boat at almost the exact moment McHale was finding his.
You're not inferring that he...
I have given it some thought, sir, and I would like to check it out before I make a direct accusation. But I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the boat McHale has now is my boat.
You know, Carpenter, I must be slowing down. Now that you mention it, I wouldn't be a bit surprised either. Boat stealing. That ought to be enough to put McHale away for the duration. Open that door. Still think this is your boat, Carpenter?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. Certainly not. This couldn't belong to anybody but McHale.
Yes. Well, hello, Captain. Lieutenant, oh, what a real pleasure. Welcome aboard, sir.
You're right, Carpenter. McHale, get this garbage scow off of my base. Get back to your island.
Garbage, well, it is a little untidy, isn't it, Captain? All right, man, take down the scrub and wash clothes and prepare to get underway.
All right, you heard it, Skipper. Let's move it.
Permission to leave, sir?
Permission, Grant.
Thank you very much, sir.
Captain, look. I think that's my boat.
say, you're right. That does look like the 116, doesn't it?
It is my boat. We've got it back.
Our admiral at Naval Reserve used to tell us every day's like this.
Sir, we found the boat.
That's wonderful. Where was it, Burns?
At the fuel tanks. We received a phone call saying, come pick it up. And when we got over there, there it was. I can't understand, though,
Good
how
work,
it
mister. The important thing is, we got it back.
Now, Carpenter, are you sure that this is your boat?
No doubt about it, sir. I trust you can see the difference.
You're ready to leave for New Caledonia.
I run a proper boat, Captain. I'm sure you know that. My machine guns are always loaded. My torpedoes are always primed.
What is this, Carpenter? Some new sort of depth charge?
Looks like a beer can to me, sir.
Yeah, in the torpedo tube?
Shocking. Shocking, sir. Why, it wouldn't surprise me if they had comic books in the ammo cases.
They do have comic books in the ammo cases. Hey, Mighty Mouse.
Beer can? What the devil have you got in there? Pretzels? Pretzels?
But, Captain, I swear
Carpenter, you just stand there at attention. At attention! Shut your mouth. Don't open it until I tell you to speak. I swear, never in my entire career have I had so much trouble trying to send a crew on a vacation to New Caledonia. Cale, are you still ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Well, then go. Go. Take your crew and get out of my sight for 7 days before something else comes up to make me change my mind.
Aye, sir.
Open it. Don't say another word.
What do you think the cat will do to us when we get back, Skipper?
Yeah, beats me. But in the meanwhile, we're gonna have 7 glorious, beautiful days and nights in New Caledonia. Gruber, break out the beer.
Mot love that. Oh, mot kano vekepit. Percy is seeing someone. Reggie, someone very specific. Mot have already found my match. Reggie smirked. You are. He just said he didn't find someone. Percy, what is this contradiction? The police stammered, desperate to regain some composure. Oh, well, man, what Mot meant to say was, Mot haven't found anybody to settle down with, Reggie. But Mot am dating now, you know. Casual, darling. Very casual. One of her ties narrowed. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, well, who? He is from a... Yes. Where is he from, Percy? Don't you remember the guy you were telling me about? What S, his name? Oh, yeah. Tableton. Is it Tableton, Percy? Looked utterly defeated. Oh, come on, Reggie. Really? Mot mean. You can be that interested in Telton. Mot mean you didn't mention him a minute ago, and you forgot his name a second ago. Is this truly a deep, abiding connection, Percy? Continually, Reggie's. Pray. Hey, believe me, Percy, this guy is perfect for you. He's Sautam. He works out at my gym. He's huge and big, and he's strong. You know you like a strong guy, don't you, Percy? A powerful, virile man. Or, Modu Reggie, yes, Modu. Oni consultais.
Reggie, triumphant.
Good. Mot Luklung call him now. He look long be delighted. When Percy genuinely terrified. Hey, Reggie, no man. You don't have to do that, man. No, Barty, no. You don't have to do that. It's late, Reggie. It's late. What mean? That guy is probably asleep or bench pressing someone. He's so big, Wina Samid. Reggie merely smiled. No, Percy. I called him earlier, and Mott told him to come by, just in case. Let me just see where he is, Percy's. Maybe you two could go out for a nightcap, you know. Somewhere cozy and fun. A delightful little rendezvous. Unpinch the bee. Percy, of forced physical intimacy with a hulking security guard, blanched, onshily. Oh man, yeah, Mod Met beat from all that dancing with Penny, yeah. Mod Met gonna go to the hotel and just get some rest, man, you know. A long, well-deserved rest. Weaver was not finished. That is great, Percy. Because he loves to cuddle and spoon. Oh, yes. He's a big softy, Reggie says. Motluglung be right back, Percy. He's going to be here any minute. Paul to go, leaving a pale, terrified Percy dashing in his wake. In Wigefkuan, offline. As Percy whispered a frantic edge to his voice. Now, Reggie, modiu ete, can't tell him you re-straight now, Percy. You better be proud you gay, old friend. You have to maintain the illusion. Gunin. Distraught. Motmet. Not gay, Reggie. Motmet completely heterosexual. You better fix this for me, Reggie Buttercup. You owe me for this trauma. The chillingly sweet smile. Queen out, Percy. You better learn to snap, darling. You better learn to snap, darling. Who says queen, Reggie? This is modern Giggleshire Heights. Wink, just at it, a wicked glint in his eye. Reggie? He just loved your picture. Percy, he said, he's on his way. He just had his back and legs waxed, darling. Very smooth, very confident. Then he jumped right in the car. He's gonna be safe. Reggie winked. We don't worry, Percy. I mean, he's only done 2 years in prison. Prison, Percy. For attempted murder of his last lover, but you don't have to worry about that. He is a changed man, Reggie says. And Penny thinks you might like him, Percy. She's very discerning. Right. Stop it, Reggie. Just fix it now, darling. This is a nightmare. Alti merely shrugged. Oni night. Mot mean, Mot think he is like Mot met not gay. Reggie, what? You re not gay, Percy. Mot met so surprised. Mot am too, Reggie. Mot met shocked. Stop, 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 stop. Penelope, seriously. Mot just said. Yuri Reggie let the words hang in the air, allowing Percy to suffer in silence. Finally intervened, sensing Percy was on the verge of a full-blown panic attack. All right. Okay, Barty, he's not gay. He's not gay. He's never been gay. He is simply a victim of Penny's whimsical fabrications. All attention to Joseph. Thank you, Joseph. Mot, do you ete know that you don't like me to be around other guys? And Mot just really like Percy. And so we told you that, Reggie. And it just kept going and going and going. Darling, and men and women, they can be friends without being intimate, we said. Reggie, Percy and Mot have been proving that for years. It is called platonic love, darling. Chromatized. Reggie stared at her, his voice devoid of all emotion. Yeah, right, Penny Blossom. Percy wanted you. He absolutely desired you, Penelope Featherbottom, was he scoffed. He did not. That is a fabrication, Reggie Buttercup. On in sure. Reggie's eyes narrowed. Okay. Since we'd call being honest, if Mott tell you the truth, will you call homeboy and tell him to turn around and stop stalking Percy, darling. Will you halt this parade of masculine aggression? Onphobie. Penny hesitated, sensing the weight of Reggie's hidden knowledge. Sure, Reggie. Absolutely. Penelope started going out in the beginning. Percy used to want you, darling. He was absolutely smitten, Penny. Utterly captivated by your vivacious charm, we gasped. Barty, Joseph, and Finn stared, wide-eyed, as Percy visibly wilted. Maud feel violated, Reggie. Utterly, sexually, mentally, emotionally violated. Odd eyes. Oh, get over it. Man, we was kids in college. See. Nothing. You're just trying to make your point now, darling. Camille traumatized, iced. Penny, despite her defiant stance. I did not, Reggie. No. But Mott still believe that men and women can be friends without being intimate, Reggie. Mott don't care what you say. Mott believe that with all my heart, darling. It's a noble ideal. Reggie smirked, a wicked glint in his eye. Well, now let's see if men and men can be friends, Penelope. Come in, Frank the Enforcer Gorgon. He-s. Here. He's arrived. Onwotin. The door opens. Finchiel opened, and a truly massive filled the doorway. Frank the Enforcer Gorgon, dressed in a tight black t-shirt that barely contained his enormous muscles, his face set in a grim, unwavering stare. He was carrying a single, bright, red rose on the way. Percy Dashing let out a strangled cry. Well, what you talking about, Reggie? Oh no, no. He's here. Oh God, help me. He promptly fainted. Oplai off it face. Reggie smiled. Yeah. Be friends, Percy. Be friends with Frank the Enforcer, and see if your little Platonic friendship theory holds up now, old friend. You're about to embark on a truly unforgettable social experiment upon Calamity had taken its most deliciously vengeful tay, uro no yet, and Reggie Buttercup finally had the upper hand, at least for now. In Giggleshire Heights, for now was always a fleeting, uncertain concept. Orville. Ring around the rival and a premature proposal. Ophiel Huistly. Ports, broadcast, studio boo. The triumphant aroma of fresh paint with the distinct metallic tang of impending financial success. The company was finally, gloriously, turning a profit, acely beat. And Regicup, Joseph Sinclair, or Barty Twill, glasses filled with the network, S Premium, non-alcoholic sparkling apple cider. Omli Chiclus, it looks like we finally going to turn a profit, Joseph announced, beaming. Hey Finn, champagne, real champagne for us. None of that sparkling cider nonsense. Bracing Inchlice. Finn Spiffington, who had once again been drafted into studio service, popped a bottle of actual champagne, eliciting whoops from the trio. That's what I wanted to hear, Reggie declared, raising his glass. Ever the ambitious visionary added. Yeah. Me too, Reggie. We've invested a lot of money. About time we see a profit. Yes, sir, we are titans of industry. Nodded. Yeah. Mott was thinking of hiring somebody to help us clear the rest of the country. A regional expansion specialist. All eyes. Man, Mott am with you on that. Joseph. You know, if we just clear Muritam more major cities, we could double our profits. Imagine the empire, gentlemen. Barty grinned, looking triumphant. Yeah, all right. Slow down, Reggie. Look at you. Thinking like a CFO, darling. Your true calling. Becoming Robbie puffed out his chest. Mort met, thinking, like the guy who started this company, Barty. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you are. Okay, it is time to celebrate. To see sports. To hyper-focus. Oaklinked glasses, in its gigankotais. But the universe, in its infinite comedic wisdom, had other plans. One saw Vizord. Reg, ye, Joseph announced, a mischievous glint in his eye, as Esmeralda Ezzy Snapdragon walked in, radiant in a shimmering turquoise pantsuit. Ondumutin pubisedli. Reggie, Mot met looking for a jeweler, because Mot met going to upgrade Ezzy's ring, and ask her to finally commit and get married. The bells of matrimony shall chime on his henais. Barty Twill. Still, Reggie Z's business partner, an ex-rival for Ezzy affections, was about to make the ultimate commitment to her. To Ezzy, Kennedy especially, Littley, who had only recently disparate. Gertrude flirted with Reggie and tried to commandeer the entire studio with her bright orange aesthetic. Minai. Barty looked apologetic, even sheepish. Quinning, who had paused, champagne cork in hand, whispered to Reggie, "Do we have to do this now? Right in front of Reggie? That is cold, Barty." "Yeah, he knows what he's doing." "Yeah, he says marrying Reggie's ex." "No, quaint about it. He's just sitting there like a stunned mullet." Now they closing the door. Reggie. "What is going on?" When the mask of enforced calm finally managed to speak. Barty, are you okay with this, right? Marrying Ezzy. After everything. Utterly oblivious grin. "Man, it's fine, Reggie. Really, it's fine. Never better, old friend. The best decision of my life, Reggie." Unintendedly. Reggie's stare was now beaming, radiating an unsettling mix of triumphant malice and bridal bliss. "Oh, look! Well, Joseph, can Maud get that jeweler's name and number, darling?" Barty asked, completely ignoring Reggie. Been late comatized. Joseph, still from Reggie's apparent calm, stammered, Yeah, his name is Manny, the Bling King Gemstone. He is my cousin. Maud can get you the number, Barty." Intently feed. "Barty, is this meeting over, gentlemen? Because Maud have some very important engagement ring shopping to do." Benning, in shock, managed to nod. Yeah, my bad, sir. You free to go, Barty. But Maud don't want you to know, Barty, this is wrong of you. Morally ambiguous, at best. Ontais. Barty bristled. "Look, Reggie has to get over the fact that Maud met with his ex, okay? My fiancée, darling. Now, can Maud get the guy's name and number or—" "What, Joseph? My wedding day awaits." Traumatized. Finn shook his head, whispering to Reggie, "Yeah. Maud think it's low down too, Barty. Yeah, it's like an episode of The Real House Husbands of Giggleshire Heights, darling. Only with less drama, which is truly saying something." Inside. "Maud got you, Barty. So, Maud will make sure that Maud drive by Manies tomorrow. Yes. Okay, great, thank you. Bye-bye." Wunigenisly. Barty clapped Joseph on the shoulder. "At least one of you is happy for me, Reggie. Finally, some genuine well-wishing for my glorious future." Old forced a smile. "You got to admit, Barty, this is a lot for the guy to take in. It's a very sudden development. A very Barty-like development, actually." Ontais. Reggie, seeing Ezzy approach, quickly excused himself. "Reggie, and the real deal is?" Joseph asked, looking at Reggie, genuinely bewildered by his unusual composure. Or Reggie simply. She smirked, a dark glint in his eye. I told him, Joseph, over and over, that Ezzy is gonna take him for everything he's worth. Darling, lucky to have a matching sock by the time she is done with him. Man, it's gonna be crazy when it all comes crashing down, Posionus. Darling, traumatized. Ba, softly. Joseph looked at Reggie, then at Barty. He fed a single perfectly peeled grape by Ezzy. A profound sense of unease settled over him. Reggie, he realized, was not okay with this at all. Not one bit. His calm was merely the calm before a very expensive, very dramatic storm. Brihabe. And a daring divorce plot untraumatized this. Penny Featherbottom had cooked another elaborate meal. This time, thankfully, Chef Antoine had been supervised with an almost military precision, ensuring that no dishes accidentally combusted. Orschelmentau, Offit, Bin Norfedi Offi, Affis, Amarital. Discord still lingered in the air, thick and oppressive, despite the carefully arranged roses and softly flickering candles. We for, baby. Hey, Reggie, you real late, darling. Penny greeted Reggie as he walked through the door, forcing a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. Onatized. Reggie sighed. The day's earlier confrontation with Barty and Ezzy, still fresh in his mind. Mott, no. No, those clients from New York stopped by, and they wanted to see the mansion on Peachtree, darling. The architectural marvel offered on Tron. Surprised. Really, Reggie? You gonna sell it? My dream vacation home? Agree. You know you re a woman, darling. Mott made you the most romantic dinner. Your favorite manicant, your favorite salad. And Mott V also. He gestured vaguely at the meticulously laid table, an unspoken plea for understanding in his eyes. Rooting in Itachen. Just then, his phone rang, its cheerful jingle brutally interrupting the tender moment. Oh, yeah. Oh, you re gonna have to go and miss this lovely romantic dinner. Penny Blossom, Reggie said, his voice laced with forced cheerfulness. Gun-s call. Penny, dear. A very, very important call, darling. Mot luglung be back later, okay? Mot love you, baby. He turned to go, already halfway out the door. Almaftized. Penny, sweetheart, you forgot your shoes. You just can't leave in such a hurry, darling. Uncrude. Reggie waved a dismissive hand. They don't wear shoes, Penelope. They re-Hawaiian. They don't wear shoes in their house, darling. It's their custom. He disappeared out the door, leaving Penny standing alone, surrounded by the remnants of her romantic gesture. Quist. Penny stared at the door, then at the untouched meal, then slowly sank into a chair. She knew he wasn't really selling the mansion. This was Reggie's passive, aggressive retaliation for her years of deception regarding Percy. She slumped, deflated, feeling utterly defeated, awfully and dazed. At the Velvet Sheer Salon, Penny was in a state of advanced mental exhaustion, trying to bring order to the chaos of her perpetually overbooked salon appointment book. Finn Spiffington, who had witnessed Penny's romantic dinner disintegrate, was looking equally stressed. Oh my God. Reggie can't have high people at high o'clock. Penny Bell. You have to spread them out, Finn wailed, pointing at a page filled kep ite, hat overlapping names for the same appointment slot. Honey groaned. Penny, you try, Finn. Okay. Mot met sorry. Mot. Just. Geez. Mot just realized that thing at the top said date. Mot mean. Mot day. Not even noticed there was any more pages that Mot needed to fill, so. You know what? Why don't you just show me? You're so good at this, Finn. Why don't you just show me first? Gwynny Ted. Because Mott met, not understanding the fundamental physics of scheduling. Opie. Finn, exasperated, snatched the book. Penelope. Can you see here where you've got all these people at the same time? Spread them out, darling. You can put Miss Manning at Tam Bami B. You can put Mrs. Kyle at Chin Bami. Okay. You can put Mrs. Kraft at Mui Hai, Bon Mui Lam. Mr. Moore at Bao O'Clock. Undam Donut, baby. And look, you got 6 more other days you can go to in this giant book. You try. Onabid. Penny looked at the magically organized page. Okay. All right. Oh, look, Finn. You just did it for me. Mott thought you were a genius, darling. A scheduling savant. Quenchly Finn rolled his eyes. Just don't double book me anymore, Penny. All right. Mott met. Gonna get those roots on Thursday, okay? My hair is looking truly awful. All right, here, can you put her down for Thursday, Finn? On Lishenby, who Penny looked at him. Of course they can put her down for Thursday, darling. Why wouldn't they? She then added, Mom, can you put her down for Thursday, darling? My hair is truly in need of rescue. He looked pointedly at Penny. Penelope Diuette asked me to put her down, darling. Maud believe she said Finn, not Jennifer. Oitmatize. Suddenly, Cassie Bloom burst into the salon but her perfectly coiffed hair slightly askew. Maud, have a problem, Penny. A serious, soul-crushing problem. We need to talk in private, darling. We hint dismissively. We are family. Cassie, let it out. And where are your shoes, darling? And why are you so short? Is this some new fashion statement? On agains. Cassie, clad in a pair of fuzzy slippers, wrung her hands. Very think. Mot look luang need shoes, Penny. Very expensive, very comfortable shoes. Honey, what is the problem? You look real stressed, Cassie Poo. Penny prodded, concern momentarily replacing her self-pity. Bows to Miss Arm. Maud. Think Joseph is gonna propose to me tonight, Penelope. Maud can just feel it in my bones. The air is thick with romantic intentions. White widens. Yay. That's great, Cassie. Right? Wheat. It is not great, Penny, Cassie wailed. Onting profile. No, what? As the problem, Cassie. The man is rich and gorgeous and loves you. And you don't know if you want to get married. How far are you crazy, darling? What is the problem? My beloved Cassie, always so logical, now so profoundly conflicted. Penny asked, utterly bewildered. Interjected. She doing what? Penelope. Affirmatidis. Mott diu. Ete don't know if Mott want to be married, Penny. It's a huge step, a colossal, life-altering commitment. Onder kiestais. Finn scoffed. The kids are not that bad, right? That is because you have a good little son, Barnaby. Not some maniac who eats you out of house and home. And a daughter in college who has not declared a major and is wiping out my bank account. Utterly, irrevocably bankrupting me, darling. Traumatized. Penny gasped, mortified. Wiping our bank account, Finn. Are you serious? You have me working here at Andy S. Salon. You have me putting appointments and walking little Fifi, picking up little poopies with plastic. You got me babysitting Tommy. Doing everything, darling. All ye still sifmite. Penelope. Finn shrieked. Thoroughly convinced Penny was indeed the cause of his financial woes. Unfair accusation. Snapped. Met going to need you to take some of that bass out your place, Finn. That is what Met going to need. What should Mot do, Cassie? Met up here lonely with these badass kids, and you don't know what to do. On fini tentimot s. Financial woes. What we have works, Penny. Mot F seen a lot of people getting married, and then they ruin a good thing. Utterly annihilate their happiness with a piece of paper. You going to make it, whether you remarried or not, Cassie. Mod do you ete like this? Quatin traumatized. Penny frowned. Honey, making me dizzy with all your pacing. Mod just with all your pacing. Mod just like the freedom of not being married, Cassie. The liberation. The sheer, unadulterated bliss of singlehood. Was not convinced. But you already live together, Cassie. Right. You check in like you remarried. You do all the things that married people do. You just don't have the papers. Right? So why change it, darling? It makes no logical sense. Went on. Cassie wrung her hands, 'cause my grandma said, I all living in sin, to be honest, darling. And Met worried about her spiritual well-being. Ostite. Finn threw his hands up. Stay out of grown folks' business, little girl. Cassie, you got to stop thinking like that. Married life is not that bad, darling. Honey, Mot got to get you some shoes, darling. Ones without fluff. Ones for adult commitments. Jalouse. Cassie. No, Finn. You know, if you get 2 times bigger than mine, Mot will refuse to wear them, darling. Winmatized. Just then Joseph Sinclair himself walked in, looking incredibly dashing, and holding a small velvet box. He approached Cassie, a look of profound love in his eyes. Hey! Get up, Cassie. Get up, my darling, my beloved, my heart's true desire. Really paralyzed. What? Why? What's going on? Nothing, Joseph. Banmot just need Mot want to talk to you. Okay. Do you mind if Mot go ete my pen first, darling? Just to record my last desperate thoughts. Or merely smiled, ignoring her frantic babbling. Ow, of course, my love. What's us up? Oh, babe, your knees bother you all the time, darling. So you can bend down like that, my sweet. Especially not on one knee, darling. Don't ever, never, ever bend down on one knee. Ever. Okay. Or be terrified Joseph would experience the same agony as her husband, Oli Morpai. Bewildered, then back at Joseph. Mot am too, Joseph. Okay. Mot kept dinner warm for you, darling. It has been prepared with love, and not a single culinary catastrophe has occurred. You simply took Cassie's hands. Oh, babe, Mot am full of butterflies. Darling. Fluttering like 1,000 tiny hearts in my chest. Chromatized. Cassie, completely overcome, blurted out. Mot met full too, Joseph. You know, Joseph, Mot vey been thinking. Oh, babe, Mot have been thinking too. Because Mot have just been thinking a lot, darling. And Mot vey been thinking about how tired Mot am. Mot met just really weary, darling. Mot met just tired, boss. Completini bed. Mot met just gonna go home and rest my weary souls. Good night, Joseph. Then turned to Finn and Penny, her eyes wide with desperation. Good night, Grandma. Good night, dumb boy, she cried, before making a dash for the door. Wannabe, Joseph stared, that box still in his hand. His expression one of profound shock and utter bewilderment. Wanmaditais. Penny and Finn merely stared after Cassie. Tableau of shared astonished silence. Wow, so he's Really gonna do it? Penny whispered. One so. Finn nodded. Without a prenup, darling. Is he completely mad? Kenny gasped. No, Finn, Maud didn't ask him that. Does he not have one? My beautiful, magnificent Joseph. Traumatized. Finn snorted. What makes you so sure, Penelope? This is a man of considerable means. Easy, Finn. Maud bet he does. He have one. Barty, for all his flaws, is a smart guy. He's been married before, and he's been divorced. Maud met sure he has one, Finn. Always a prenup. Nikolai seemingly out of thin air. Her turquoise outfit, shimmering ominously, scoffed. A prenup is a setup for failure, darling. It plants the seed of distrust. And Maud met sure he doesn't have one, Penelope. No true love has a prenup. Right, Barty? Also traumatized. Penny, ignoring Ezzy, whispered urgently to Finn. Okay, guys, where were we? We need to hurry, because he's on our way here with the rings. Dotal traumatized. Reggie Buttercup, having entered the salon to escape the marital tension at home, simply stared at the bizarre tableau unfolding before him. Okay, here they are, Reggie. Let's see. This one is Namidola. This one, right here, Penny said, holding up a sparkling, enormous diamond ring. My Namibay. Hong Dola. Dollars. Oh, hell no, Penny. You need to get that broad a cubic zirconia, son. That S all she deserves for causing so much chaos in my life. Or court to Reggie. She's not a broad Barty. Maud don't want you referring to my future wife that way again. Omatestite. Reggie glared at Finn, exasperated. That is better than what Barty said about her earlier. Finn. Much better, darling. Finn shrugged. Well, Mort met just saying it's the truth, Penny. What they all say. Dante, you have some work to do, Reggie. Perhaps a broom to push? They ignored him. Yeah, but not as much as he is gonna have to do to pay for that ring, Finn. Not when she is. Always buying expensive clothes and redecorating entire studios. And Penny, seizing the moment, this one, Reggie. The magnificent Namibaidi. Honk. Dola Diamond. No, he's gonna like that one. Marcus. Mot, no, you don't approve of this. Really defeated. Barty, come on, man. Look, this is your life. And now, if this is your choice, man, go on and do it, man. You got my blessing, Barty. Truly, you do. Honorary surprised. Do. Mot, do, man. Mot du ete want to make sure that we can remain friends, Reggie. Mot have known you long before. Mot knew Ezzy. And you re important to me, old friend. Reggie merely nodded, his eyes betraying his true feelings. Man, Mot met on your side in this, Barty. Always and forever, my oldest, truest friend. Barty clapped him on the shoulder. That's very big of you, Reggie. Now, may Mot make a suggestion, darling? When he's narrowed. Yeah, what is that, Barty? Barty leaned in, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. Do you have a prenup, Barty? This is forever, after all. A lifetime of commitment and shared assets. Onziktet interjected with a triumphant scoff. My no or trauma kep, but it wouldn't hurt to have a prenup in place, Reggie. It's simply prudent. See, a prenup is just a setup for failure, Barty. It presupposes the worst. Oh my God. You all right? As he asked, seeing Reggie's face contort into a silent scream. Yeah, you know, Maud just see pollen. Bice retently. All the pollen, us making you weep with joy for you, Barty. You can know wake what? She's gonna love this, Barty. It's very good of you, Reggie, to be so supportive, very mature, very kind, very forgiving. Belite mild. Why, thank you, Ezzy. And the real deal is, Finn, he whispered to Finn, who was now openly observing the scene with a mix of horror and glee. Olitingen. Finn grinned. I told him, Reggie, over and over, that Ezzy is gonna take him for everything he says worth. Darling, absolutely everything. Man, it's just gonna be crazy when it all comes crashing down. It's just going to be a financial apocalypse. Reggie Pooh. On nodded, a dark, profound satisfaction in his eyes. The grand calamity was not just domestic, but financial too. And it was all thanks to Ezzy Snapdragon, the human glitter bomb of chaos. Unfeigned. The accidental altar and the altitude crisis. We've been traumatized, all said. The climax of the Velvet Sheer Salon, a veritable vortex of wedding day jitters, economic anxiety, and wildly divergent opinions on marital commitment. Onne are awardijais. Barty Twill, and utterly oblivious to Reggie Buttercup's ominous predictions, was prepared to leap headfirst into the abyss of marriage with Esmeralda Ezzy Snapdragon, traumatized. Ezzy, radiant in a ridiculously extravagant wedding gown, which appeared to be made of spun sugar and pure, unadulterated hubris. She was clutching a large bouquet of offensively orange roses. Ghostite. Hey! So you wanted me to come down here today, Reggie? She asked, sidling up to Reggie, who was staring blankly at the dazzling diamond ring. You know what miss you, baby. They make me sick. All these lonely people wanting at her. Reggie glared at her. What's going on, Ezzy? Why are you here, in this wedding gown? On as he giggled. All right, Reggie. Mut brought you down here today, because Mut want to talk to you. Okay, babe, listen. Mut know the credit card bill is high. But it is. Just Mut wanted this dress so bad, Reggie. It spoke to my soul. Oninga dropped. Sweetie, it's not about the credit card bill. Not even a little bit, as he blinked. Oh. Okay, babe. Go ahead and talk. What about that, though? What did you want to talk to me about today, Reggie? Because Mott met ready. Ready for whatever comes next, Wemby realized, was spiraling into incomprehensible absurdity. Simply blurted out, Barty, let's do it. Right now, let's find that judgment of mind, and let's get married, Barty. No more delays, darling. Intuitized. A judge, Reggie? A judge? You see? Baby, you know that Mot V always wanted to get married in a church with Namcham guests, onmatized, and Jaime bridesmaids, and Jaime groomsmen. And then Mort will on a horse and carriage with Jaime High Clydesdales, and then they'll release Nam, come doves. And then, boom, of white smoke. Mott, and then everyone looks. Mott and Mott appear in my beautiful white gown. It's a vision, darling. A majestic spectacle of love and extravagance. Guam enticed. Reggie simply stared at her at the overflowing gown, and she knows she can't wear white, Barty. It simply swallows her whole. Baby, nowhere in my story can my Jaime High Clydesdales fit in the judge office. It is a logistical nightmare, darling. Emphasize. Reggie sighed. She sighed, genuinely exasperated. Sweetie, Mot met not saying, we not have the wedding later, darling. Mot met just saying, Mot love you so much, Ezzy. Mot want to get married right now. This instant. No more waiting. My heart simply cannot take it. Wait. Ezzy's face lit up. Okay, we can do the wedding in Venice for the friends and family. Oh, darling, my dreams are coming true. Let us get married now. Mott can't he live without you, baby? Meet. Mott need you like air, darling. Quantairi, maned weary smile. Oh, yes. Yes, baby. Mott, I'm saying yes. To you, to me, to everything. My magnificent bride-to-be. Those sentiments beamed. Hey, 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 Ezzy. Oh, hey, babe. Hey, sweetie. Hey, Reggie. Mott, need to talk to you, darling. Right now, if you please. Orange rouses. Gasped. Okay, hey, sweetie. He did it, Barty. He actually went through with it. Who's what, darling? Reggie asked me to marry him, Barty. And Mott said yes. Can you believe it? The man finally came to his senses, really bewildered. Congratulations, Reggie. Man, she said yes. Yeah, great. Wonderful. She said yes to what? To me, darling. We getting married, Wayne sighed. Then at Ezzy, then at the absurd wedding gown. A terrible, dawning horror gripped him. Ezzy thought Reggie had proposed. Untraumatized. Ezzy adorned with the massive diamond ring. Reggie and Mott are getting married right now, Barty. Right this second. Look at my ring, Reggie. Thanks for getting me that, Joseph. You have truly excellent taste, cousin. Ways. Reggie stared at the ring on Ezzy's finger, his own internal monologue screaming in utter, profound disbelief. Oh, this is your ring, Ezzy. This is her ring, Barty. It's beautiful, darling. Otis' arm. Come on, babe. Come on. Right now. Let's go, baby. To the courthouse. My eternal love awaits. Omet. Reggie could only stare, dumbfounded. Allowed himself to be dragged off by Ezzy. All right, come on. See you fellas. Good luck with your marital status, Reggie. Don't let her run your credit cards into the ground, old friend. In shot, rounded on him. Thank God, Barty. Did you think that was your ring? Reggie. Babe, what mean? Mott saw it in your bag earlier today. Mott thought you were going to ask me to marry you, Barty. And you didn't. Absolutely devastated. Wetly to Ceylon. Reggie could only stare, horrified, as Ezzy glared at Barty, then flounced off, dragging him in her wake, clearly ready to settle this new marital misunderstanding. The salon, once filled with frantic energy, was now enveloped in a stunned silence. The spectacle looked at Reggie with profound sympathy. Oh, hell no, Reggie. No. What mean? Just, you know, what we have works for us, darling. What mean? Why would we get married, Reggie? You losing altitude, Reggie. Pull up, darling. Your flight path is erratic. Off Barty and Ezzy, then turned his gaze to Joseph. Fachmot met. Just saying that what we have works, Reggie. We don't want to be tied down to one another. The old ball and chain, darling. It's not for us. We free spirits. Free. Spiritually. Emancipated. On exasperation. Mayday. Mayday. You losing altitude, Reggie. You crashing. Abort. Abort. Rosalan chair, utterly defeated. I mean, Matt just thought you were going to ask me to marry you, Reggie. Not my manipulative, drama queen rival. No way. This is just humiliating. She just crashed and burned Joseph. Truly spectacular to witness, darling. Of his days. Well, why do you say it like that, Joseph? Like, what? Like, No way. You really like, ooh, that's not happening. Like, Mott met like this beast or something, Joseph. A grotesque monster. Sighed. Reggie, we have talked about this. Darling, you don't want to get married. Mott don't want to get married. This works for us. It is. Perfect. What is the argument, darling? Is there an argument? Are we arguing? Is this an argument, Joseph? Reggie stammered, his confusion spiraling. Mott met, going to be in the other room. Reggie, my couch is always available, darling. For emotional solace, for comforting conversations, and my couch is always available if you need it, Reggie. Reggie, I said. Okay, so you don't want to marry me, Joseph. You have clearly articulated your profound disinterest in making me your wife. He threw his hands up. Reggie, Mott am so confused. Mott mean, if memory serves. Mott asked you to marry me, and you said no, darling. Several times, in fact. Oakley light stomped his foot. Okay. You act like this is this horrible thing to be married to me, Joseph. Like Mott met some kind of burden. Quaison shrugged. Reggie, I mean, no, Joseph, that was embarrassing. Your proposals were, shall we say, less than ideal. Very public, very theatrical, very poorly timed. Waited intently. Reggie threw his hands up. Oh, yeah, so what do you want me to do, Joseph? Should not get down on my knee and propose again. Tell me your demands, darling. Joseph sighed. Yeah, because then you can say, no again, Reggie. You just toying with my heart. Apoplectic. No. Mott met not saying that, Joseph. No. At least Mott just want you to think about not being able to live without me. You have to show some romantic desperation, darling. Oakley merely stared at him. His face a mask of weary confusion. Mott do, Reggie. I truly do. Okay. Then, why won't you marry me, Joseph? You proclaim your devotion, and then you resist. This is illogical. Mott am so confused. Or traumatized. Yeah, Mott am, too, Reggie. Well, there you have it. We both confused. No, Reggie. Mott met only confused about your love for me, darling. It is truly a mystery, wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in a very expensive, dramatic velvet robe, embellished. What? What is the date? Mort, don't know. What is the date, Joseph? Tell me the specific calendar date of this profound emotional turmoil. Osnevicalized. What time of the month is it shrugged? Is this some sort of cyclical mood swing? Ojumil offend. No. Mott, I'm not kidding you. Joseph, you cannot be serious right now. Or merely nodded. Utterly earnest. Mott, I'm serious, Reggie. There you go. It is that time of the month. You know you always a little bit more sensitive when it is that time of the month, Reggie. A bit more prone to emotional histrionics. Blazed with fury. No. Okay. No. Joseph, you need to stop right now, okay? Do not say another word because you're going to dig yourself in a deep hole that you're not going to be able to get out of. This is a sacred, private, and utterly unmentionable topic. Joseph, seeing the imminent explosion, backed away slowly. Reggie, ask for a lie. No, quiet. What did Mott do? Tell me my transgressions. Wheat eyes. Penny stared, utterly speechless, then finally furiously retorted. Man, Mott have a whole list of things. Joseph, you are definitely not ready to get married, remarked Lacompili, basic marital etiquette. Don't. You know, you never bring up that time of the month, Joseph? Never. Ever. Almost no, on the glisteny. Honestly shrugged. Odd. Well, you can really bring it up as more like an alert, darling. A subtle warning. Mot know you know, but you don't speak on it. You just nod and agree until it passes. Then you have the conversation, Joseph. That S-man law number 1, on boss aside, for a whole new level of relationship chaos. The grand calamity of Giggleshire Heights continued to spin, wildly, delightfully, and utterly predictably out of control. Only if you attend. The neon glow of the Velvet Sheer, a salon tucked between a vintage vinyl shop and the artisanal candle store in the bustling, creatively reimagined district of Magnolia Heights, shimmered against the perpetually damp streets of this vibrant southern city, murmuring presence a heis. Rain was a constant soft and murmuring presence that often blurred the lines between evening of noon and late afternoon, between reality and the slightly hazy memory of a wild youth, omen traumatized, inside the cozy but chic brownstone. However, another kind of blur was taking place, a domestic one, far more unsettling than any atmospheric phenomenon, often talized. Evangeline Eva Carmichael, matriarch of the household, known for her sharp wit and even sharper-tongued, found herself in the agonizing purgatory of partially overheard conversations, often overly inquisitive, Jetson Carmichael. A bright Marcus M.J., Edson 13-year-old, possessed an uncanny ability to sniff out marital discord with the precision of a bloodhound, and it was his casual pronouncement that set Eva's teeth on edge this particular drizzly morning. We traumatized. See, Mod, they know that want to hear it. Eva muttered, stirring a spoonful of artisanal coffee heres. She was very particular about her beans into a mug that read Queen of Chaos, but Mod kinda wanted to hear it. Blinder was the low rumble of her son's voice, drifting from the adjacent breakfast nook too close to the thin turn-of-the-century walls of their lovingly renovated home. Onanitimiing again for. MJ was holding court, likely for anyone who would listen, or more accurately, anyone within earshot who hadn't yet made their escape to the outer sanctuary of school or work. Entered Binashen, as if the caffeine sip alone could wash away the sonic trespass. Tikik Tatrokov Nalov could wash away the feast as away the sonic trespass. She knew the pattern. She dreaded the pattern. Offer was trying not to. But Mott know if Mott hear it, they gonna come down smiling and happy, singing Larry White songs. Omatize. See, the very idea made her shudder. But not because she disliked the smooth romantic tunes of the aforementioned baritone, but because of what their post-marital bliss rendition signified. Offimol, a celebratory, albeit tone-deaf, announcement that peace had been brokered in the marital chamber of her daughter, Ophelia, and her son-in-law, Dexter. It can be Traumat White. The question was posed by Celeste. Celeste, Eva's other daughter and co-owner of the Velvet Sheer. Celeste was pouring a glass of fresh squeezed tangerine juice, a local delicacy from the Magnolia Grove orchards, her brow furrowed in concentration. Grace. She moved more, almost ethereal graver as more robust movements. Celeste was more pragmatic, less prone to dramatic pronouncements, but sometimes, Eva knew, a little theatricality was just what the situation called for. She paused, lowering her mug, a slow, knowing smile spreading across her face. You know, old fat dude with the real D voice. Mot love you, baby. Mot love you, baby, baby. She hummed a few off-key notes, waving a dismissive hand. Larry White. Yeah, Contai Gloy. She pointed a coffee-stained finger at Celeste, had started to goist. You gonna have to get another kid. And they trying to talk that low. Na utamaing mist. Mom, don't they put that evil on me. Eva simply cackled. The truth was she was the entirely wrong. Her grandchildren, MJA included, often seemed to inherit a certain precociousness that allowed them to decode adult shenanigans. They kept it had alarming accuracy. It was as a trait she attributed to the Carmichael bloodline, a convenient scapegoat for anything unusual that occurred within the family unit. Galician boy continued in a stage whisper barely muffled by the aforementioned architectural slight. Finish your breakfast. Uh-oh. He ain't smiling. You know what that means. Aunties. Eva winked. He watched her smiling. That was her son-in-law, Dexter Estelle. Dexter Sterling, a sports broadcaster whose voice could fill an arena, currently resided in the domestic arena where his marital life with Ophelia was, shall we say, undergoing seismic shifts. The previous night had clearly not ended on a Larry White note. Larry White. MJ prodded, utterly relentless, either unaware or uncaring of his grandmother's attempts at willful ignorance. Yeah. Hi, Dad. Listen. Indemnitize. A muffled sigh followed. It was Dexter. Even Eva could recognize the resigned inflection in his voice, the audible slumping of shoulders that accompanied the knowledge that he was about to face a tribunal of juvenile curiosity. Uten, how was your night? MJ continued, now in full investigative journalist mode. Vonati, Barrio Matais. Another sigh, slightly more cheerful, filtered through. Good. That was Ophelia, bless her heart. She always maintained a fade of buoyant optimism, even in the face of domestic Armageddon. For big test? MJ asked. This was his cousin's usual line. Always about school or some activity, a thinly veiled attempt to assess the mood. Offhandedly. Sure, that was Ophelia again, her voice a little too breezy. Is Mom. She's coming down. Eva heard Dexter's low rumble, a note of careful neutrality in his tone. Onatized. Then Ophelia herself descended the elegant staircase, her silk robe rustling with each step, radiating a serene, almost beatific aura. Slept late. That's a good sign. Winnie Puzzle. Eva snorted, setting her coffee down with a decisive thunk. What do you mean? Celeste asked, genuinely puzzled. Kosois, ake good night. Eva explained, trying to keep her voice light, even as a fresh wave of vicarious embarrassment washed over her, all sleeping in the same room. Did your mom make up last night? Well, son, look. That's a no. She pointed at the sound, coming from the breakfast nook, where Ophelia was now exchanging what sounded like an attempt at a secretive but cheerful greeting with MJ. Unaferit. Eva mused aloud, her fingers tapping rhythmically on the kitchen counter, a small tattoo of a phoenix on her wrist seeming to pulse with her agitation, a relic of a wild younger Eva. But Mott was hoping Mott didn't hear it. But Mott did want to hear it, and did want to hear it. Because if you all doing it, then Mott ma hear it. Untempi. Celeste, oh familiar gesture. Do what? She asked, feigning innocence. Even though Eva, Kano Eve Kep, her younger daughter, was entirely privy to the nuances of familial communication, or lack thereof, or to mater. MJ's voice, now clearer, as he had evidently migrated closer to the kitchen, carried an exasperated tone. Why don't you make it up? What are you talking about? Mort told you, as these walls were thin. Unstone. Eva flinched. The child was quoting her. She'd often complained about the sonic transparency of the brown stone, a regrettable consequence of its age, and the cost-cutting measures of its previous owners, honorably oceanic privacy. And thick velvet curtains, anything to provide a semblance of acoustic privacy. It had been an ongoing battle, one she was clearly losing. Osaby, Dexter's booming, professional broadcaster, turned chastened. Father, voice came through the thin barrier, a mixture of strained patience and thinly veiled annoyance. "Oh, you mean hearing me and your mother talking?" Orching, MJ confirmed. MJ confirmed, his tone indicating that talking was a euphemism understood by all parties involved, except perhaps the adults feigning ignorance. MJ, your eyes, preparing for the next inevitable salvo from her grandson. He possessed a terrifyingly precise memory for cultural references. Little okay, MJ pressed on, undeterred by the parental. "You talking to me. When that Terry Pendergrass gets to playing, Motka no ove kep what is happening." Ondal Quivy, ait again. A pregnant pause followed this pronouncement, broken only by the sprightly cardinal, perched on the windowsill, its song blissfully unaware of the domestic turmoil it accompanied. Omafor. Bachet. But Dexter began, het Dex Teddy Pendergrass, his voice laced with the correction of a man whose attempts at cultivating musical sophistication were constantly being undermined by a child who interpreted smooth soul as a signal for other activities. Omj retorted. Him too, instantly sidestepping the correction. Oftel, utterly focused on the larger point. But see, and then you come downstairs just smiling and giggling. And then Mama come right behind you, and she. And together, all just a hing. On Bonby, hearty liced. Eva threw her head back and rolled the art out, Asinal coffee beans, in their canister. The sheer comedic imagery of her daughter and son-in-law, hinging down the stairs, presumably in a post-coital glow, was too much to bear. Quafentifent. Certainly, a win for love, but also a hilarious, privacy-violating one. Kinshomolai leans. Honk. Shattered. The pre-dawn quiet. The school bus, an industrial yellow leviathan, had arrived. The sound was a welcome interruption, a temporary reprieve from the uncomfortable revelations. Whitey, he traumatized. Ophelia's voice rang out, a touch too eagerly, Eva noted, as if relieved by the blaring interruption. Unfold. Good day at school, Dexter added. His good day at schools, regaining its usual authoritative warmth, leaving behind the awkward intimacies of the Pendergrass discussion. Commoditized. All right. Hey, Miss V. That was Ophelia again, greeting the bus driver, the steady presence in their children's lives. Miss Vera Johnson, known affectionately as Miss V, was practically family, a woman with a keen eye and an even keener sense of neighborhood gossip. Contentlet. Hey, don't forget your lunch, Dexter called out, the picture of the responsible father moments after his Terry Pendergrass escapades. Oman Hortleet. Eva shook her head, the sheer absurdity of it all. Domestic life was a theatrical production, wasn't it? And sometimes she had the best seats in the house. The thin walls were both a curse and a surprisingly entertaining gift. Quoting Finn traumatized, Finchley. Overlooking the city's glowing skyline far removed from the charming clutter of F. Evers brownstone, an entirely different domestic drama was unfolding. Marcus Sterling, Dexter's cousin and co-anchor of the local sports news show, Scoreboard Surge, was experiencing a marital reckoning. One comintide. His wife, Angela Sterling, a woman of et Trontabi, woman impeccable style and fierce loyalties, stood, her arms crossed, her emerald green eyes, usually alight with warmth, now simmering with a dangerous intensity. The apartment, aesthetic, all cool grays and sharp angles, seemed to amplify the tension. Only McHale's. Good morning, Marcus. Angela's voice was as smooth as expensive whiskey, but carried an undeniable edge. Onolimai Komhaunabi. Hedditromhent, Marcus, a man whose easy smile charmed millions of viewers daily, suddenly felt profoundly, intensely uncomfortable. He straightened his expensive silk pajamas, a gesture that did nothing to alleviate the invisible weight of her gaze. Good morning, babe. Etui traumatized. Her voice dropping to a theatrical whisper that somehow carried more weight than a shout. Baby, Matvey been doing a lot of thinking all night long. Onikon traumatized. All night long rarely preceded anything good. His mind immediately replayed the past weeks, the accusations, the heated arguments, the late-night disappearances on his part for work, he swore, and the lingering shadow of a woman named Samantha Moore. Quist tensi eubili, he mumbled, referencing the faint, almost imperceptible scent of burnt sage and cedar that now permeated their impeccably clean home. Angela had a habit of cleansing negative energy, a habit that usually involved pyrotechnics. Unde sharpened, her gaze sharpened, unnerving focus. Babe, Mott Vey decided to trust you. Mott believe you did not sleep with this woman. Oningomdati, agone. Marcus blinked. Relief and intoxically said, washed over him, momentarily disarming him. He had been bracing for a new round of interrogation, a fresh cycle of accusations, perhaps even the discovery of his favorite golf clubs having been accidentally donated to a local charity. Gonna let it go. Angela's voice held a finality that made the words almost sacred. Wentaiti. Beefy, you serious, huh? Marcus practically whispered, his heart thumping with a mix of disbelief and overwhelming gratitude. He reached out a tentative hand, as if to confirm she was indeed corporeal, and not some beautiful, tormenting apparition. Often Christ, say that. Thank you, Honaby. He pulled her into a hug, pressing his face into her fragrant hair. Inhaling the comforting scent of jasmine and conviction, oplising in Tenten. He forgot, so overwhelming that for a moment he forgot the meticulous plan he had hatched with his friends just days ago. A plan he had truly hoped he wouldn't have to enact. A plan designed to finally put the Samantha Moore ghost to rest. Onia di Saft. Come here, Angela said, pulling back lightly, a mischievous glint in her eyes. It was a familiar look, one that always preceded either profound declarations of affection or, more typically, a carefully calculated scheme. It did not have to go to work. Mott would go up those stairs, and Mott D soundproof the room. But Mott D have been on a temporary and awkward. 3 times, Angela declared, her voice now a low purr. We absent for weeks. A genuine laugh. Unburdened sound that had been absent for weeks. One Sintiombi, vegan. He joked, momentarily forgetting that his son's actual name was Julian, and he was quite a bit older than the MJ in question. The familial MJ was merely a nickname inherited from Ophelia S. Boy, an inside bite joke that had stuck. On Suzaimel, opinionate 8, high schooler, currently resided at his ex-wife S for the week, providing a rare window of kid-free marital reconciliation. Ainsley so traumatized. her hand playfully tracing the line of his jaw. Babette. Thank you for trusting me. Marcus responded, his voice still thick with emotion. Mod trust you, mod love you. You read the best. She kissed him quickly, a peck that was both chaste and laden with promise, before heading out the door, her walk radiating renewed confidence, and, Marcus suspected, a touch of self-satisfaction. Offered due to white, a traumatized. Breathed. Marcus, the door click shut slow breath. The relief, initially euphoric, began to curdle with a familiar trepidation. Trust, but verify. The old adage echoed in his mind, a cold reminder of the previous weeks of accusations, burning car tires and mysteriously missing couture. Orpiding and died. His any-cellod phone buzzed. It was Dexter, his ever-loyal confidant and cousin, a man whose own recent marital travails had strangely prepared him for Marcus's current predicament. Gunley's dead. My dad. Marcus mumbled into the phone. The old childhood habit of referring to Dexter as dad surfacing in moments of stress. He paced the living room, running a hand through his immaculately coiffed hair. Mott need that Samantha Moore's address so we can verify. Voice came through. Gruff but as understanding. Absolutely horrible. Mott told her to go with you. I told her to go with you too. Reporting. Hook, quite traumatized. Marcus knew Dexter was referring to his recent conversations with Angela's sister, Celeste, about handling a new client. It was the same type of friend who, according to Angela, might have steered her wrong about the Samantha Moore situation, albeit smoothly, lessening bid of friendships, half-truths, and well-intentioned meddling that always seemed to spiral into chaos, often quite traumatized. The salon was already a beehive of activity. Even though it wasn't officially open, the scent of coffee and styling products mingled with the faint aroma of fresh sawdust, a testament to the ambitious expansion project currently underway. Omashinda Alton. Celeste, Eve's daughter and co-owner, was already there, a team of contractors with the grace of a ballet dancer, yet the sharp efficiency of a CEO. Off no looking into we good. Celeste was saying into her phone, her expression unreadable. She was a woman who could multitask with effortless precision, handling architectural plans, client bookings, and, apparently, crisis management all at once. Traumatized. The not looking undoubtedly referred to the contractor situation, an inevitable headache in any renovation. The REIT, Lopitis kite. Great, Celeste concluded. Her call, her voice firm. She glanced at the contractor who was surveying a structural beam, a man with broad shoulders and an intense, focused gaze. Unbide. He was Liam Convance, was the Leadkin contractor, and he possessed a certain quiet charm that Celeste, usually impervious to such things, had grudgingly acknowledged. Authenticate. Okay. You can start with me right now, she told him, her tone strictly professional. A subtle blush, however, rising to her cheeks, only discernible to those who knew her well, which thankfully Liam did not. Although the bid was a little high, Codis defy, with read, Tefledis. Liam straightened, his eyes, the color of warm whiskey, met hers, a hint of something unreadable flickering within them. Leslie, this is the best price Mott can give her, but Mott promise the work will be done right. Or Celeste froze. Leslie, he used her sister's name, not hers. It was an honest mistake, of course, a common occurrence with the Carmichael Sterling clan. They all shared a similar bone structure, similar fiery spirit, but still, a slight furrow appeared between her perfectly sculpted brows. Woman. Moat? No. It was Jennifer, a stylist at the Welt Now, baby. And a force of nature unto herself. Jennifer was a curvaceous, boisterous woman with an infectious laugh and a penchant for saying exactly what was on her mind, regardless of the consequences. Wannabe, again. Who looked visibly uncomfortable, went potent warning on passing between them. Shut up, honey, amusingly. Leslie, is she gonna be here her tie every day? Celeste demanded, trying to rein in the escalating flirtation. The implication was clear. If Jennifer was going to distract the lead contractor with her enthusiasm, progress would grind to a halt, fortnightly. Yes, Liam admitted, a sheepish grin playing on his lips. He knew Jennifer. Everyone knew Jennifer, and Jennifer knew everyone, and felt comfortable flirting with everyone, much to Celeste's exasperation. Off Limpy. Is she gonna talk through you? Celeste sighed, realizing the new uncomfortable dynamic that was about to unfold. Angela, her older sister, had a complicated past with Liam. A one-night stand 14 years ago, apparently. It was the kind of secret that, once out, clung to a person like glitter. Bentleys. A deep, resonant sound. Come on, Leslie. Tarek. She just wants the job done, okay? Just do a good job. He used Angela's actual name, a slight correction that only served to highlight the absurdity of the situation. He misidentified Leslie for Celeste and Angela as Leslie for some reason. The name situation was becoming a chaotic swirl. No offense, Liam continued, trying to placate the agitated Celeste. You know Mott understand that. That was, must born years ago. We had that one-night stand. Mott can't believe. She doesn't even remember me. His voice carried a genuine note of bewilderment. Omati, tent. Remembered a night with Liam Vance, crossing her arms, leaning against a freshly painted wall. Mott would never forget you, Daddy. Binley declared. Look, shot, let it go, okay? Do a good job, and Mott met, sure she look lung talk to you at some point. Tarek, she is a happily married woman. She stressed the happily married part, hoping to etch it into Liam's mind. And, more importantly, Jennifer S. Understand that. Mott look lung keep it professional. Liam assured her, a slight stiffness entering his posture. He grabbed the blueprint scroll, perhaps seeking refuge in the architectural technicalities. Thank you, Unabi. See you on Monday, Celeste said, dismissing him. Though a flicker of something she couldn't quite identify crossed her features. Curiosity, annoyance, a very, very distant echo of something else. Be traumatized. Jennifer, however. She waited until Liam had exited, presumably to procure more lumber or to discuss load-bearing walls with his crew, before turning to Celeste with a wide speculative grin. See you on Monday, all of you. You are embarrassing me, Gauntlet and erased. Celeste groaned, pinching the bridge of her nose. Honey, that is the kind of man you make a fool of yourself for. Angela shrugged, and apologetic. You did it. Just that. You know, Mott, know it has been a long time ago. But how does Angela not remember him? She pondered, her voice thick with genuine bewilderment. You know, her mother would have been too special. She was in college back then. Wild. A knowing look appeared on Jennifer's face, and she leaned in conspiratorially. Hold up. She remembers. We widened. What? Onaby traumatized. Well, she called me Jennifer continued, lowering her voice, the salon being empty save for them and the sounds of distant construction, and she said that she did remember. But, Jennifer, you can don't say anything. Mott want a boy, but that crazy. She can avoid a man like that. Offenstein. Celeste stared, aghast. Her sophisticated, fiercely intelligent older sister, feigning amnesia over a memorable one-night stand. It seemed out of character, yet, given Angela's dramatic flair, entirely plausible. You think she don't know how high he is? Omely offered traumata. No, Angela's happily with Marcus insisted, though a flicker of doubt crossed her face. Won't I? Celeste snorted. Not lately. Marriage strife between Marcus and Angela had been a topic of fervent discussion among the sisters, a slow-burning domestic drama, playing out in hushed tones over evening wine. Onduende die attachient in the issues. Jennifer said, attempting to wave away the depth of their troubles, but Celeste wouldn't be appeased so easily. Not issues. That's like World War, Celeste countered, her voice now a low rumble, reminiscent of Eva's gravitas, unching a bee. You know, the claim is she's got a kid. They kept it had him, and burning up his car in his clothes, and Marcus spending all that money to spin this salon. That a straight bull, way be meaning in tlees, gerät, fuel cell, din. His own lavish spending spree, coupled with high-profile philanthropic donations and an unusually high bill from his car repair shop, had fueled Angela's paranoia about Samantha Moore. Again. Jennifer just shook her head, ever the optimist, or, perhaps, simply unwilling to delve into the darker implications. They will work it out, okay? They always do. With the yid energy again permeated the salon. The aroma of singed hair and rose-scented shampoo mingled with the faint, persistent tang of plaster dust. Bon Visnin. Jennifer, Leslie, and Ophelia, all stylists at the Velvet Sheer, buzzed with an agitated energy, gathered in a corner of the still under-renovation space, ostensibly taking a break, but actually engaged in a lively discussion. Honored bin, offer widibin. Whose dramatic flair her mother leaned against a column wrapped in protective plastic, a small bottle of sparkling cider clutched in her hand. On baby. Kamot met. Sorry. Mot met late, Ophelia said, glancing at her watch, an antique gold piece that usually only came out for special occasions. Come on. All right. You can sit under my chair. Mot know you guys. Unbaptized. She gestured vaguely, perhaps at some imagined late-coming customer, or, more likely, at the sheer weight of anticipation in the room. Bond. Opulently, Celeste entered, ruffled, blessed salo. Her sleek, tailored blazer was smudged. Kep. Ite. Hat, plaster dust, and a few strands of her usually impeccable bob had escaped. She radiated a harried but determined aura. Ombre traumatized. Hey, babe. Celeste offered a small weary smile to Ophelia. Well, Maud talked to Tariq. She corrected her earlier verbal misstep, emphasizing the contractor's correct name this time. They nodded, suddenly serious. Understanding the business implication. He is all ready to go with the expansion. Oslight. Great. Jennifer chimed in, clapping her hands, her gold bangles clinking with enthusiasm. Leslie, meanwhile, simply nodded, a slight frown marring her pretty face. All surprisingly keen of the quartet, but also possessed a surprisingly intuition, Aden. Often noticing things others missed. When Celeste sighed, running a hand through her hair. And Maud met late, you guys. Maud have been up most of the night, okay? on a bind. Jennifer and Ophelia exchanged worried glances. Uh-oh. What's wrong? What happened? They chorused, instantly alert to the tremor in Celeste's voice. Honesting again. Okay, Celeste said dismissively, brushing a piece of drywall dust from her sleeve, trying to project an air of composure, but her eyes betrayed a deeper agitation. Ophelia, ever the maternal figure among the sisters, persisted gently. Well, how was last night? She meant last night with Dexter. Had the Terry Pendergrass moment solidified or evaporated? Quencha. It is fine. Ovi traumatized. Jumped in. So, you and Marcus made up? She used Marcus's name interchangeably with Dexter S., a common sisterly habit that often led to hilarious misunderstandings outside the inner circle. She meant Dexter, omitted mid-head, almost. In a whisper, Oni traumatized. Jennifer scoffed, her arms now crossed. Wait, what does kind of mean? Yeah, that S-like kind of being pregnant. For an irritated look. I told him that Mott, trust him. Mott told him that Mott believed him and that Mott would try and trust him and work on it. Her voice was quiet, almost a plea, as if by repeating the words she could convince herself. The S face lit up, instantly forgiving any perceived ambiguity. Angela, look at you. That is so great. She pulled Celeste into a hug, radiating enthusiastic support. Jennifer, isn't he that great? Kwanibai, expression. She eyed her, remained unconvinced. She eyed Celeste skeptically, her expression a mix of suspicion and a deep, intuitive understanding of human nature. It don't work like that. It would take a priestess at a party from the president for you to let this go. It is too quick. Mott met, not buying it. Us pulled away from Ophelia. Her eyes flashing kep ite. Hot renewed defiance. Believe it. Praise the Lord. Quitty. Why are you looking at me like that? Unnoticed. Celeste took a deep breath, squaring her shoulders. The time for pretense was over. Okay. All right, you guys, this is the deal. Okay. Mott got the number. Mott got the address to Sabrina Murphy. The name hung in the air, a poisonous vapor, only traumatized. And Banov met going to find out what the truth really is. Tuv Pinshui, Wishin, the Salonet, Pon Tromai bent, punctuated by the rhythmic scraping of a trowel. In the distance, one in traumatized. Mott knew it, Jennifer exclaimed, slapping her thigh with satisfaction. Dio, however, was immediately alarmed. What? Her neighbor told me she got in at Motfi noon, and Mott met going over there. Angela, no. Got to put this to bed, Liz. Celeste. S voice was hard, resolute. Mott day. Not to been through too much with Marcus to not check this out. Mott met. Sorry, honey, but Mott met going over there. Liz was a composite of both Jennifer and Ophelia in her head in the moment of stress. Who were still standing until now. Spoke, her voice laced with an unexpected eagerness. Unaware outlies. This is going to be some take back to there. She trailed off, caught between a grim prediction and the realization that she probably should have verbalized such things. Ophelia, however, was mortified. More don't know. Nobody is fighting. Opened briefly. Leslie just laughed. No, Jesby, Angela is not fighting. Come on. You all know Mott met trying to change. But you all know, back in the day it'll start off as this whole non-violent Martin Luther King peaceful talk. But then somehow, unintentionally, You always turn it into that whole Malcolm X power to the people by any means necessary. Orchardine traumatized. Jennifer, her eyes alight, she too remembered. Those back in the day moments, punched Leslie playfully. Mott met with Malcolm, until hands up in exasperation. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. Are you coming? A moment of unified sisterly chaos, grinned. Hell yeah, they chorused. The renovation, the clients, the schedules, all forgotten. The mission to uncover the truth about Samantha Moore had just become a collective and potentially violent endeavor, Ollie cockled. The Stisley, the sisters, and a potent dose of righteous indignation. Prepared for battle. The velvet sheer would have to wait. Justice, or at least a confrontation, beckoned. Quaddy traumatized. Meanwhile, at the local sports news studio News Gately, the cameras glowed the stark reality of professional broadcast. Uis anchor. Joseph's stir. Lo. Marcus. S.R.S. resident fashionista, wrapped up a segment, his impeccably styled hair and smooth delivery contrasting sharply with the raw intensity of the on-screen action. Kobe Davies. Because why? He has the underdog. And thus everyone just loved the underdog. In your case, the poodle. Joseph's wry humor filled the air, the final flourish on a compelling sports analysis. Ortlier. Okay. See you next time on C Sports Now. Marcus chimed in, his usual easy smile now, a little more strained, a phantom tension lingering in his jaw from the morning marital reprieve. Woman, see ya. Joseph waved a hand to the camera. Ontle, Marcus echoed. On his night. A disembodied voice from the weary clear. And good. The lights in the studio dimmed slightly, signaling the end of their broadcast. White, witty-eyed. Barney leaned back in his glee. What's good, guys? He asked, primarily to Marcus, but encompassing the entire small studio crew who were now bustling about, winding down from the live segment. What about that man? He chuckled, still thinking about the underdog analogy. Well, Mott mean, you have a poodle. Onit bin Cisneti. Marcus snorted. He says a saw me too do, walking a little poodle. The absurdity of their own sports metaphors sometimes made him wonder about their sanity. Omoy ben Wishen. A producer, Keisha Brinelst, a woman with a sharp buff and even sharper career ambition of thin air. She always seemed to materialize out of thin air, perfectly coiffed and utterly composed. Hey, Mott was watching the monitor. You guys were great. A genuine smile. Momentarily, forgetting his internal turmoil. Keisha was a talented professional, and her compliments were always appreciated. Thanks, Keisha. Sai. He's Joseph, Howard. Adopted a more sarcastic tone. You were too much. The old broken-down thing never works, yet is always here. He was referring to an ancient teleprompter that constantly malfunctioned, a source of endless frustration, throwing all that money into it. Act. Right. And the soda machine is broken too, Marcus added, embracing the shared misery. Studio life was glamorous on screen, but a symphony of minor irritations behind the scenes. Qui's attention, however, was solely on Marcus. Her eyes, usually so calculating, softened considerably. Baby, Mott, I'm so proud of you. And your new show, come on. She leaned in, a familiar, almost possessive warmth in her tone. S smile wavered. Thank you, honey, he said, a little too quickly, and then to Joseph with a stage whisper, thank you, baby. He was grateful for the public praise, but Keisha's presence often brought a wave of unspoken tension, particularly now, given his recent domestic drama. Emerged another Michael. Then, Todd, A.S. mother, Eva Carmichael. Eva wasn't usually one to hover, but she sensed the subtle currents in the room. Her presence alone, an older woman with an air of dignified disapproval, seemed to make everyone shift uncomfortably, quieting a insulin. She carried a carefully arranged lunch basket, radiating a kind of quiet defiance. When Mitentlis, Keisha produced a similar basket from her own arm. Look. Look. Her voice was laced with a sweetness that seemed almost cloying. You hungry? Her mouth traumatized. Lie, then, caught Joseph's eye. Joseph was subtly shaking his head, a clear signal. Ashel, Marcus mumbled, trying to navigate the unexpected confrontation. Culinary confrontation. Queen smile on her face. Come on. Don't say a word. Asian, in Marcuidi ace. Ban and Marcus, being waged through packed lunches, played along, forcing a tight-lipped smile. Mott met not saying anything. Omia word. Keisha reiterated, her eyes challenging Joseph, whose jaw was now set in a rigid line. He broke, his exasperation spilling over. Mott am. A few, that's messed up. She's your ex, and they read just flaunting it in your face. It's as hard. He turned to Marcus, his voice a low growl. No, Mott am serious. Man, this is crazy. And why is she here all the time? Ost winced. Joseph's bluntness, while sometimes refreshing, was not always tactful. He shot Joseph a warning look. Todd, can you just go get the mail or something? He tried to deflect. On by, often Binnaby. Yeah, Keisha chirped, ignoring the underlying tension, completely oblivious to the discomfort she was causing. You were right, Joseph pressed on, unwilling to let it go. There is something. He does have a point. Keisha is here a lot. Commissioner BSU. Marcus threw a gesture of defeat. Man, Mott tried to tell him. But Richard S. going to have to find out the hard way. True. Yep. Richard, Keisha S. current boyfriend and Marcus S. business partner, was notoriously blind to Keisha S. overbearing nature. He sighed, then brightened, pivoting abruptly to a new topic. Hey, but how was your night? Went earlier relief, turned. Marcus dispelling the studio's awkwardness. You know, it was good. Really? Yeah. Angela says she forgives me and she believes in me. He actually allowed himself a small, genuine smile. Guanduanama for state. Joseph clapped him on the shoulder, genuinely happy for his friend. Well, it sounds like standing your ground worked out. Onomodrama. That's what Mott met, talking about. Marcus nodded, hoping to manifest this peaceful pronouncement into reality. Onikritite. Just then, Todd, a young production assistant, returned, his arms laden with envelopes. No mail, but this letter just got dropped off at the studio from Sabrina Murphy. He held up a pristine, cream-colored envelope, its edges crisp and uncreased. Well traumatized. The air suddenly crackled with a renewed, even deeper tension. Joseph, witnessing the immediate tightening of Marcus's jaw, stepped forward. Oh, are you? Oh, hell no. Windia take. The woman, the ghost, Sabrina Moore. The woman whose existence had almost shattered his marriage had just reappeared. On man. You know what? No. You know what? This is gross. And Mott met paperless. Mott met doing the whole green thing. Mott met not reading that. Quite, however. Reached for the letter. Well, Mott ain't reading it. Else you'd read that. Yeah. It's good stuff. Keisha said, a strange, knowing smile playing on her lips. She always seemed to relish drama, particularly if it didn't involve her directly, or open the envelope, his eyes scanning the elegant script within. You read it? Look, somebody has to help your old brother's deal. Ve kep ite hat your midlife crisis. Balking, off serious. Marcus, just read it. Right. Just remind me to choke Todd later. The loyal assistant mouthed back. Choke Todd later. Choke Todd later. Ontried, traumatized. Joseph began to read aloud, his voice taking on a theatrical solemnity. Dear Marcus, Mott am so sorry for all the problems that Mott caused you. Your wife came to see me this morning at my house, and Mott told her the truth. Off froze, his blood running cold. Gade, his eyes wide. Mott told her that you and Mott never met. We were never together. And that Mott don't even have a kid. Mott was put up to this by someone. Mott I'm no longer friends with. Mott met so sorry for all the trouble. Mott caused you, but your wife knows everything. Come Onaby, often quite traumatized. A wave of conflicting emotions washed over Marcus. Vindication that Sabrina Moore, or rather, the lack thereof, had been confirmed, but also a simmering, burning anger. His wife had gone to Sabrina Moore's house this morning. After telling him she trusted him, or she was put up to this by somebody, that is low down, Joseph mused. More to himself than to Marcus. I wonder who that friend could be. He cast a pointed glance at Keisha, who merely blinked innocently. That is low down, quoth on Miss Ten. Keisha, sensing the shift in mood, quickly interjected, perhaps trying to deflect from the obvious implication. Oh, like your friend Richard, running around here dating your ex. And Tisha comes in here every day bringing up her lunch, knowing she is just as low down. Mott met really your friend. And as your friend, I would to eat that food if it was the last meal on earth. Guan advice. She gestured at the lunch basket she had brought, then glanced meaningfully at the lunch Todd had dû été renton with, the one his mother, Eva, had prepared. The opportunist, Joseph, immediately seized upon the food. Mott, have some extra lunch. Mott think you guys want some. Who rise, he said. Oh me, Mott want some. Mott ve kepa note some lunch. Onbunt. Keisha, eyes narrowed. Mott met not going to enjoy it at all. Mott think it could actually beat Keisha. She mumbled. The rivalry clearly more about status than sustenance. Weasley traumatized. Marcus, however, was deaf to their bickering. His mind was racing, replaying Angela's words from that morning, her assurances of trust, the very moment he had dared to hope for peace. But what Mott met more bothered by is that Angela says she trusts me, and then she goes over to this woman's house. Or Joseph, recognizing the deep pain in Marcus's voice, put a hand on his shoulder. True. Mott mean, you got a point. But Marcus, you've been through a lot of drama, man. You know, this might be one you just want to let go. A hard glint in his eyes. I intend to. But after Maud V made my point, the game was on. Angela S. visit to Sabrina Moore S. house, after her supposed declaration of trust, had just shattered any fragile peace they had achieved. Odicamutales now felt a fierce, vengeful energy through him. The morning truce had been an illusion, and the stage was set for another act in their ongoing marital drama. Why traumatized? Meanwhile, at the Velvet Shear, The atmosphere had gone agitated anticipation to panicked dread. The sisters, Celeste, Jennifer, and Leslie, were huddled together, Ophelia now joining them, a collective cloud of regret hanging heavy in the air. Traumatized. News had reached them. News from a hastily forwarded text message from who had heard it directly from Dexter. Sabrina Moore had confessed everything, exonerating Marcus entirely. Ostelial, truth, ye all. Ophelia wailed, pacing the salon floor, her antique watch now abandoned on a styling station. He was telling the truth. And Mott burned up his car. Oh, and his clothes? Oh, and Mott was so mean to him. Oh, Mott met in deep. Oh, Mott met in deep. Wamint, Toneby, light, off light. Off the newly renovated, dust-sheeted walls, or pragmatic oven. The face of unfolding disaster nodded sagely. This is why Mott don't think you should have went over there. Mott, no. You just trusted him and let this go. You would to be in this position. Colby Kime. Vaishin Mission ran a hand through her hair, a look of profound regret on her face. Mott, ka no o veg, kep. Mott, no. So Marcus was telling the truth the whole time. Pacing abruptly, her eyes wide with fresh horror. Oh, no, help me. And he was telling the truth, and Mott burned up his car. Oh, so mean to him. Mott can't believe it. Mott can't believe it. And his clothes, placialginibly. Over Ophelia, as predicament, now piped up with a morbid addition. Yeah, and his jewelry. Had all this gold melted down to a medallion and said, Mott, can't he stand your ass? She burst into gales of laughter, finding dark humor in the unfolding catastrophe. Leah turned a withering glare on her. Oh, goodness, will you guys stop it? Mott met up here, hurting here. Okay, Mott feel bad enough as it is. Mott feel like Mott met going to die from L8. Matai. This is why you don't fly off the handle until you get all the information. Jennifer scolded, wagging a finger. Winnaby. Ovekip, right? Oh my God, you guys, what have Mott done to my husband? Celeste whispered, the full weight of her impulsive actions crashing down on her. Invalid. You have to tell him. Ophelia, shaking her head vehemently, immediately countered. Hold on. No, she don't. She has to. Quantu. No, she does not have firm. The rapid-fire debate filled the quiet salon. Uja tently, go with Leslie. Leslie had stayed largely out of the conflict up to this point, opting instead for a more dramatic observation. Mott think I should. Mott at least own Matt. Ophelia's internal filter was entirely broken. She was just vocalizing random, slightly inappropriate thoughts. Ons white, emo. I stared at her. You believe him, and now you regain believe him. It. Going to tell him you want to see this chick? No, don't you tell him. Leah clapped her hands over her ears. No. Will you all shut up? She paused, lowering her hands, a devious glint appearing in her eyes. Look, there is one more thing, okay? Bill Clinton. Traumatized, agrazed. Her sister stared at her blankly. What does Bill Clinton have to do with this? Leslie asked, entirely bewildered. Leah smiled, a sly, almost conspiratorial grin. Don't ask. Don't he? Tell. The suggestion hung in the air, a silent but potent directive. The truth, in this instance, might just be best left unspoken. Waking again, tently vis. Later, that evening, the domestic peace of Carmichael's brownstone was once again shattered, not by the low hum of marital bliss, but by the clamor of reluctant adolescent transit. Ong Julian, Marcus's actual son, currently using the familial nickname MJ, was being dispatched to Eva S. for the night, a sacrifice to the gods of parental talks. To enter, Ophelia. Offery, Isti. Eva stood by the door, while her daughter, Ophelia, who had brought Julian, fussed over him with an almost frantic energy. Miss V, too hard of a time. You understand, Ophelia said, patting Julian's arm, a thinly veiled warning in her tone. Miss Vera, the ever-present family fixture, was the evening's designated babysitter. Bonlov preteen. Angst groaned theatrically. Mama, why do Mott have to go over there? Mott have something like mothballs and beer. Snorted. It's not that bad. Onabi Nagun. Julian looked at her with incredulity. Mama, you ain't never been there, Mama. You ain't never spent a night there. Again to soothe her disgruntled son. It disters. Is for one night. Maud don't even know why Maud got to leave. Louise Auflis, Aston. Look, Ophelia explained, attempting to imbue the statement with the weight of mature, adult conversation. Unterlievely. His eyes narrowed by half, a familiar, knowing glint appearing. Is Larry White in them talks? Ava gasped dramatically, throwing her hands up in exasperation. Who? Oh, you young folks. She turned to Ophelia, who looked equally mortified. Mott love you, baby. Mott need you, baby, baby. Mott need you, him. Mott need you, baby, baby. Larry White. She belted out an off-key rendition, shaking her head. Oh, Julian, seeing his grandmother's reaction, could not resist. He puffed out his chest and lowered his voice into a comically deep baritone. You keep talking going in that deep voice, and you're going to bust a spleen. And it's Barry White. Want traumatized. Ophelia clapped a hand over her mouth to stifle a giggle. Even in moments of stress, Julian's comedic timing was impeccable. Onschenbeist. Evie simply rolled her eyes, but a fond smile played on her lips. I mean, when Mott hear old school music coming from your bedroom, it means everything is all good. She aimed the comment pointedly at Ophelia, who blushed. Posyllabi. Hooky. S. House, because you listen through the walls. She paused, looking Julian up and down, a mischievous glint in her eyes. Come on, MJ. I need to stop by the store before Mott get to my house. Mott met out of mothballs and beer. Chromatized. Julian looked disgusted. Come on. Ooh, how about this? You give me a gas mask and we be cool. Offatai. Eva, never one to back down from a sparring match with her grandchildren, gave a predatory grin. Ooh, you know, how about this? Mott give you an ass mask and we be cool. Oh. She emphasized the last syllable, a clear signal that the conversation was over. Clovis son. Now get your fuck out of here. Oh. Come DCB, traumatized. Julian, impressed by his grandmother's unexpected turn of phrase, simply said, Have a good one. He grabbed his overnight bag and trudged out, muttering about mothballs and beer, and the injustice of parental talks. Guan Batais. A sterling apartment, a different kind of quiet settled, one thick with unspoken tensions and fragile promises. Quaisatuli, who? Angela returned home, trying to exude an air of normalcy, a cheerful lightness, as if she hadn't spent the better part of the afternoon stalking a woman named Samantha Moore. Unenabi. Id. Hey, Angela, had called out. As she entered, her voice a little too bright, her forced smile a touch too wide. She carried a grocery bag filled with ingredients for what she hoped would be a peace-offering dinner. Owning ombitemti edis. Marcus emerged carefully neutral. He too was putting on a performance, trying to appear unaffected by the letter he had just received, by the renewed sting of his wife's perceived betrayal. "Hey, Angela," Buron priced. "Hey. So, how was work today?" Angela asked, her tone conversational, even as her eyes darted around the meticulously clean apartment, looking for any sign of disharmony. "Ofite." "How was your day?" Marcus responded, his voice equally bland, almost unnervingly calm. "Waikused." "Anything exciting happen?" Angela pressed, her smile beginning to falter at his detached tone. "Gunduenti." "Same old. Same old." Marcus shrugged. "Same old, same old, same old." He picked up a delicate, framed photo of them from their wedding day, polishing the glass with his thumb, an exaggerated gesture of domestic contentment, Beniel growing. She reached into her bag, pulling out a small, intricately carved wooden bird. "So, what's this, Politi?" Marcus looked at her, his expression shifting, a subtle, almost imperceptible softening around his eyes. "Baby, Maud just missed you." He stepped forward, reaching for her, the scent of her jasmine perfume filling his senses, reminding him of their morning's brief, intoxicating reconciliation. Ben liebed. She wanted to believe him, wanted to fall into his arms, and forget the tangled mess of the day. "Oh, you just missed me." One bird from her hand, turning it over in his palm. So, this is all for me. It is all for you." Omatized. Angela took a deep breath, her earlier resolve, her carefully constructed Bill Clinton strategy, wavering. The weight of her secret, her investigative trip to Samantha Moore's house, felt heavy on her conscience. "Mot met sorry, baby. Mot di uette kenti. Mot kenti do it." When still on her arm, his brow furrowed with genuine concern, his faade cracked. "Baby, why?" Unting against. Tears welled in Angela's eyes, the dam of her composure. Finally breaking, the guilt, the fear of losing him, the profound realization of her own misguided impulsiveness. It all spilled out. "Modiu ete have so much pain in my heart, baby." Again immediate. Distressed, he pulled her into a tight embrace, abandoning his feigned calm. "I'm so sorry." "Oh, honey, please, don't cry. Honey, listen. Mot met so sorry. Mot met sorry. Mot did not believe you, honey. Mot met sorry. Mot burned up your car and your clothes." "Oh my God. Mot burned up your car and